Alright, let's change that background. Where do we go for... where do you go for welcome information? Pause live. Is this settings? No, it doesn't make sense. It's settings. Hey, Molly, what's going on? Information. Pause live. Is this settings? No, it doesn't make sense. It's settings. Hey, Molly, what's going on? Hey, Odin. Oh, about me. There we go. Got it. Okay. Trigger. Hey, Molly, what's going on? Hey, Odin. Oh, about me. There we go. Got it. Okay. Trigger warning. Not a safe. This is not a safe space. I'll just say not a safe space. Trigger warning. Not a safe. This is not a safe space. I'll just say not a safe space. Okay. Not a safe space. Tone policing. Should I say your tone policing is not a... Okay. Not a safe space. Tone policing. Should I say your tone policing is not allowed? Policing is not allowed. Or trigger warning. Not a safe space. Essay slash not a safe space. Essay slash grape. Disgust. Trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay grape disgust? No. Trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay grape topics. So I'll just change that. Disgust? No. Trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay grape topics. So I'll just change that. Topics. Trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay grape topics. I want to say topics. Trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay grape topics. I want to say something else, but I'll leave it at that. So I can get rid of that part. So I can get rid of that part. Trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay grape topics. And then I put in opposition only may request. Opposition only may join. Okay, may join. Okay, let me think how else I can rephrase this. Okay, trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay grape topics, opposition only. Opposition only, no friendlies. Actually, I'll do that. No friendlies, no tone policing. I'm trying to think what other warnings I should have. Okay, so I'm trying to think what other warnings I should have. Okay, so this is what I currently have. I didn't hit save because once it's saved, it's locked in for, I think, like a week or something silly. Character limit? Gosh darn it. Oh, 19 plus. Good one, Richie. Let me think. What else? Right trigger warning, all the warnings. Good morning, Zipper. So I haven't actually looked at a lot of my Discord messages right now, so I'm pretty far behind. If you could message me right now saying Irish urgent, then I'll definitely look once I'm done because I don't think I'm going to be live. Then I'll definitely look once I'm done because I don't think I'm going to be live for all that much long. Let me see what else. Morning, Jalen. I'm homesick. I'm live for all that much long. Let me see what else. Morning, Jalen. I'm homesick. I'm sorry, Steph. Hey, Annie. Morning, Jalen. Sorry, Steph. Hey, Annie. Hey, Cass. Hello, Rochelle. Hello, Mama Wap. All right, I think I'm all caught up. Any other guys? Hey, Cass. Hello, Rochelle. Hello, Mama Wap. All right, I think I'm all caught up. Any other guys? Any other suggestions? No, it's not a Tesla. All right, I think I'm all caught up. Any other guys? Any other suggestions? No, it's not a test live. I'm open if I can get opposition in here. Hey, Shaz. It's more so I'm not really sure if I'll get opposition this time of day. I'm not really sure. Okay, Chelsea, I just got that, so I'll make sure to look at that. Hey, Yuma. So, Chelsea, I will definitely look at that. I'm not really sure if I'll get opposition this time of day. I'm not really sure. Okay, Chelsea, I just got that, so I'll make sure to look at that. Hey, Yuma. So, Chelsea, I will definitely look at that. And if it's pertaining to me doing a future live, the answer to that is you want. And so I'm looking for sort of basically ideas of what to put in. So let me put this up for now. Great. Opposition only, no friendly. So let me put this up for now. Great. Opposition only, no friendlies, 19 plus. And then I'm just going to put no tone. It won't all fit though. It won't all fit, but you'll all have to just sort of guess what it is. So that's what I'm suggesting. Oh, I don't like that it goes on to the other damn page, though. I'd like it all, pardon me, other page. I don't like that it goes on to another sentence. I would love for it all to be on one. I'd like it all, pardon me, other page. I don't like that it goes on to another sentence. I would love for it all to be on one sentence, if that makes sense. Trigger warning, this is not a safe space. So that all fits on one line. This is not a safe space. I would love for it all to be on one sentence, if that makes sense. Trigger warning, this is not a safe space. So that all fits on one line. This is not a safe space. So, yeah, the no tone policing just won't space. So, yeah, the no tone policing just won't really fit totally. Hey, Sinister. Wasabi, I hear you. TW should be known, but like I feel like that welcome message is for people who are not aware of lives in general. And so they may not be familiar. That welcome message is for people who are not aware of lives in general. And so they may not be familiar with what TW means. I think I see at least one change I can make. And so they may not be familiar with what TW means. I think I see at least one change I can make. Let me make that change about me. Okay, let me do this instead. If I can make, let me make that change about me. Okay, let me do this instead. If I get rid of that, trigger warning. I get rid of that, trigger warning. Trigger warning. Because it's more limited. Okay, great. So what about that? Oh, it's so close to being all on the same line. God damn it. Am I right in saying that when I just posted it? Oh, you know what? Hang on. This is can come out. Not a safe space. Wait, I'm just realizing I don't think you guys are seeing the new option that I'm posting. So I just posted it right now. Did anyone see it? Yeah, it says no friendlies. Oh, it's not coming up. That's frustrating. Okay. Yeah, it says no friendlies. Oh, it's not coming up. That's frustrating. Okay. So what it looks like now is trigger warning and then in brackets SA/grape. Then it says not a safe space. Then it says opposition only, no friendlies, 19 plus, no tone policing. Why is the live doing the loop thing? Yeah, guys, I can't help the lag. Opposition only, no friendlies, 19 plus, no tone policing. Why is the live doing the loop thing? Yeah, guys, I can't help the lagging. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Amy, I'm just going to keep working on you guys being less stabby. I'm just going to keep pushing that. Irish, are you sure you're not having internet issues? Hang on. Guys, I'll restart. I'll see what happens. But, like, I don't know what to tell you. This is just an issue that I'm having. I'll restart. I'll see what happens. But, like, I don't know what to tell you. This is just an issue that I'm having. Before I restart, let me just fix something. It's an issue that I'm having. Before I restart, let me just fix something. Trigger warning, not a safe space. S.A. grape disgust. What? S.A. grape disgust. What other type of trigger warnings? S.A. grape and then maybe misogyny, I guess. S.A. grape and then maybe misogyny, I guess. Okay, trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay, grape, misogyny, discussions. I'll just call it that. And let me think. I think I want to put those in brackets. No, I don't know if I like that. Discussions. Okay, let me change it to that. Okay, essay. That. Discussions. Okay, let me change it to that. Okay, essay, grape, misogyny, discussions. Opposition only. And I know it's duplicative. I understand it's duplicative to say no friendlies, but you guys know I have a politeness issue. Opposition only. No friendlies. Tone policing is not permitted. Okay, so let me think. Opposition only, no friendlies. 19 only, 19 plus major. Opposition only, no friendlies. 19 only, 19 plus join. Tone policing not permitted. Okay. Trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay, grape misogyny discussions. Opposition only, no friendlies. Tone policing not permitted. Okay. Trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay, grape misogyny discussions. Opposition only, no friendlies. Should I say strictly opposition only? Yeah, I'll just say strictly. Okay, trigger warning, not a safe space. Essay, grape misogyny discussions. Strictly opposition only, no friendlies. Only 19 plus may join. Tone policing is not permitted. Heated debate is encouraged. Okay, so that is now fixed. Now, how do I save that? Great. Permitted. Heated debate is encouraged. Okay, so that is now fixed. Now, how do I save that? Great. Submit. All right, that is now under review. Hopefully that gets accepted. Let me see. I guarantee. I hope he doesn't restart. Wait, I thought y'all wanted me to restart. Just put up one at a time or max just two. No wonder Irish answers one message per month. 21 plus is better. Roxy, what's your thinking on 21 plus? My feeling is adult is fine. 21 plus is better. Roxy, what's your thinking on 21 plus? My feeling is adult is fine. My only concern is the reason why I say 19 is I just don't want to run the risk of talking to anyone who may be in high school, and I feel like 19 plus is the reason why I say 19 is I just don't want to run the risk of talking to anyone who may be in high school, and I feel like 19 plus is a pretty good standard. I just don't want to run the risk. Carlotta, I'm not writing it slowly. Oh my God. Politeness issue. Should I give a warning about the host? I wonder if that is... Oh, so RBG, what prompt will get someone in the morning? I only have... Oh, so RBG, what prompt will get someone in the morning? I only have three darn things, unfortunately. The only prompts I have right now, host is angry bear, don't poke. But you guys want them to poke, so that's unfortunately. The only prompts I have right now, host is angry bear, don't poke. But you guys want them to poke, so that seems, I don't know, counterintuitive. 19 plus is good, they're an adult and out of high school. I mean, that's what I thought, Mom. Want them to poke, so that seems, I don't know, counterintuitive. 19 plus is good, they're an adult and out of high school. I mean, that's what I thought, Molly. I think you get a better maturity level at 21. I mean, you get a better maturity level at 25 and at 40 and at 60, right? Like, it's more so, what's a sufficient? I mean, you get a better maturity level at 25 and at 40 and at 60, right? Like, it's more so, what's a sufficient maturity level in order to engage in these type of discussions? And like, you know, frankly, a lot of the more toxic men, more so, what's a sufficient maturity level in order to engage in these type of discussions? And like, you know, frankly, a lot of the more toxic mentality is when someone's 19, 20, 21. And so that seems to be a demographic that you would like to be able to try to influence. A lot of the more toxic mentality is when someone's 19, 20, 21. And so that seems to be a demographic that you would like to be able to try to influence away from holding those sort of beliefs, I would think, anyway. Mimi, Irish, what do you think of Trump blaming DEI for the DC crash? So I actually had someone message me saying, are you watching Trump's press? Irish, what do you think of Trump blaming DEI for the DC crash? So I actually had someone message me saying, are you watching Trump's press conference? And they were telling me that he was blaming DEI and stuff and that it was embarrassing. You know what? It's like week number 1. Or is it week number 2? I guess it's week number 2. like I don't think it's good for your mental health to watch Donald Trump talk immediately following it's good for your mental health to watch Donald Trump talk immediately following a horrible incident like that. Do you know what I mean? In the sense that there's no question he's going to be immediately following a horrible incident like that. Do you know what I mean? In the sense that there's no question he's going to be trivializing the debts, capitalizing and exploiting them to push his own agenda, if that makes sense. And there's no question he's going to be trivializing the debts, capitalizing and exploiting them to push his own agenda, if that makes sense. And I think, if people want to watch him do that, that's fine. I get it. You want, I think, if people want to watch him do that, that's fine. I get it. You want to be able to call him on it. You want to be educated in what he's saying. But like, I feel like I don't have to watch it in order to know the kind of nonsense he's going to be. I want to be able to call him on it. You want to be educated in what he's saying. But like, I feel like I don't have to watch it in order to know the kind of nonsense he's going to be saying. And I don't know why I would cause myself that type of anger. Like, I didn't watch any in order to know the kind of nonsense he's going to be saying. And I don't know why I would cause myself that type of anger. Like, I didn't watch any of his statement, his Twitter tweets, or whatever it is he did, but I can guess of his statement, his Twitter tweets, or whatever it is he did, but I can guess that he blamed DEI, that he blamed this as a Biden policy, that he claimed that he would never have such a policy, that he promised it will be fixed under his administration because he's got some magic wand. And he likely blamed Democrat policy, that he promised it will be fixed under his administration because he's got some magic wand. And he likely blamed Democrats for something. I don't know. Like, it's just sort of, it's so expected and typical and predictable at this point that it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I don't think I gain from listening to it. Someone said they don't like the topic. RBG, you said this wouldn't catch people. So the only other topics I have is it's all men until it's no men. And then I have this petty one, which don't get me wrong, I will be doing again. I just don't know if this guy is awake right now because I definitely want to talk to this guy and I want to go through his text. I just don't know if this guy is awake right now because I definitely want to talk to this guy and I want to go through his text messages with Kenzie, which I thought were atrocious. I did ask Kenzie to supply me with the text messages that he exchanged with her, and I went through them, redacted them for anything that I thought maybe, I don't know, unnecessary, and want to sort of go through and sort of talk about a number of points about the text messages he sent over to Kenzie. One of them was how I don't know I was getting into this debate with Kenzie. Kenzie was asking whether or not I identify as a feminist. And I told her that I believe that I have feminist values, but that I don't feel comfortable identifying as a feminist. And she was like, why? And I said, for a couple of reasons. I feel like for a guy to call himself a feminist, I feel like that's not something he gets to designate. I feel like that's something that like women can say, but I don't feel like that's something a dude can designate for himself. That's point A. Point B, I've never met a man who's got feminist in their byline who's not really fucking weird. C, I have often found that the term feminist is more often used to chastise and control individuals rather than actually, you know, open up discussions or be used as a bridge to unite people. Often, when someone is coming to me and saying, "Oh, you're a feminist," it's either as a way of sort of slandering you or putting you down, or it's what that dude did, Ben did, in his messages to Kenzie, where he said, "You're not a real feminist." And I feel like a lot of people use the term feminist as a way to control people. And then the fourth thing is that I feel like there's such a thing as having feminist values, but then not necessarily engaging in feminist behavior. And so, I would say that, do I believe in like the equality of genders? Yeah, of course I do. Do I believe in, working to make sure that all inequality is squashed out? So it's not just equality of, what is it? What is the difference? The difference between the equality of opportunity versus the equality of some other thing. I can never remember which one it is. But like, I recognize that there's a lot of inherent flaws in the system that need to be eradicated in order to allow for true equality. So yeah, I believe in all that. But I feel like a lot of people believe that, like, if you're a feminist, you could never talk ill of a woman. I don't subscribe to that at all. Like, I just don't believe in that at all. I think that but there's a lot of women who identify as feminists who strongly believe that if you're a feminist, you should never attack another woman. You should never denigrate another woman. You should never speak ill of another woman. And I just do not agree with that at all. And then I think the fifth reason why I don't identify as a feminist is because I don't really know, in its simplest form, where you're talking about equality of sexes, then yeah, obviously I'm a feminist. But there's so many feminist movements that when you say you're a feminist, you kind of have to specify what type of feminist you are. And I think the sixth reason why I don't identify as a feminist is sort of related to the other one, which is the idea that, like, I think like men don't get to choose to call themselves feminists. I feel like women grant you that to some degree. But then the other reason is because I feel like I'd rather be judged based on what I do rather than based upon an identity, if that makes sense. So, for example, there's a lot of people who will have the word advocate in their profile, and they will try to communicate safety. They will try to communicate that they are a good person. They will try to communicate that they align with marginalized groups. Rather than having a word do that for me, I would rather just have my behaviors do that for me. And so, and you know what, to be fair, like, that is largely true. Like, a year and a half ago, I was known as, like, by everyone, as the racist, homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic, sexist sex predator. That was a year and a half ago. And in spite of all that sort of crap, I just kept on doing what I do. And I just, didn't let how people sort of talked about me, or how people tried to invalidate me, or how people tried to, I don't know, paint me as something. I just never let that really define me, if that makes sense. So I felt like, I don't know, I kind of feel like rather than having an identity communicate who I am, I'd much rather my actions and behaviors communicate, if that makes sense. Even though we don't always see eye to eye, I think you're smart. Interview today, top tree tips. I mean, the tree tips are so boring, Jess, but I mean, they are valid. So number one tip on a interview, you are being interviewed not so, if you've got the interview, they think you're qualified. Okay. So the number one thing you should be doing is emotional and social connection. If you're being interviewed, they already think you're able to do the job. Now, what they want to see is whether or not they want to work with you. So, your number one job on an interview is to connect with everyone who it is you're talking to and make that sort of social connection. And, I can't teach that. You just have to know to do that. And that should be your priority. The second thing is leave some sort of lasting impression. On my resume, I have a lot of interesting tidbits about myself, which almost always steer the conversation in a certain direction, which almost always allows me to share something really unique about something I've done. That is something I know they will want to talk to other people about. I know that when I leave that interview, I will have said something that will make them say, "Holy shit, did you meet the guy who did blank or blank? Did you meet the guy who talked about blank or blank?" And that's another sort of social connection. I want to leave them with a memorable thing about me that is so memorable that they won't just remember me, but they'll want to talk to me about someone and share that specific thing. And then the third thing is you have to walk in with the confidence that you are interviewing them. Don't go in there desperate. Don't go in there thirsty. You have to. Every interview I've always gone into, it doesn't matter where it is I've interviewed, I've always gone in thinking I already have the job. Now you have to show me that you're good enough for me. And I don't know if it's like a toxic thing or something, but like that's always been very successful for me. And so I think that also aligns with something that HR people talk about a lot, which is because I view myself as interviewing them, I do ask a lot of questions. And I think HR people say that's a very good thing to do. I think that if you follow what HR says or recruiters, they will say make sure you have questions about the company ready. And what they're making it sound like is a task. And if you do it as a task, I think it becomes very obvious to the person because you're going to ask the same questions. You're going to ask questions you saw on the website. But if you change your mentality to thinking, I already have the job and you have to tell me why you're good enough for me, then it forces you to ask questions about things you're going to actually care about. So you're going to ask questions about, what are the long term, what is it going to look like there long term? Because you're thinking of yourself as being long term. You're going to ask yourself about what is the chances for being able to do well and climb in the company because you're thinking of joining the company and you're really already thinking about whether or not this is a place that's going to be good enough for you. The type of questions you ask will be a little bit more interesting, is all. Irish, I now have a definitive date and time for us to launch the debate. Sunday, February 2nd, 8 p.m. Sure. JR, what's the topic? So those are my only three tips. Also, be able to flip between playful banter and professionalism. So those are my only three tips. Also, be able to flip between playful banter and professionalism. I honestly, I'm just all playful banter. People, every time I've done an interview, like I was so exceptionally good at getting jobs. I honestly, I'm just all playful banter. People, every time I've done an interview, like I was so exceptionally good at getting jobs that I ended up teaching people at, okay, how do I say this without, okay, so when I went to school to be a fax repairman, in order to be a fax repairman, you go through something called recruiting. Recruiting takes place during the second year, and well, between your first and second year, just to be more clear. And if you're very good at recruiting, you are asked to give speeches to future classes about how to succeed at recruiting and do really well. And I was so good as a fax repairman in recruiting that I was regularly invited back to my fax repair institution in order to teach the next class how to do very well at recruiting. I got an astonishingly high offer rate, is what I would basically say. An astonishingly high offer rate. And I think a large part of that is when someone said mixing professionalism with humor and or personality, like professionalism is humor and personality. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to think of it like that. Your job, the competence to do your job is not the thing you ever want to talk about. You want professionalism is largely about your ability to fit within an organization and to thrive. Your professionalism is being able to socially connect with other individuals from disparate backgrounds and to be able to pull the best value from every person in that organization. So like your social skills are what largely set you apart. if that makes sense. JR, the topics will be sent to you the day before, so Saturday, okay? Well, if that's the case, JR, I want 3 different topic options, and I don't want them to be related. I was sassy at my PhD interview, and I got the scholarship. Because I think people like confidence. Also, I'm just going over practice runs. You're going over a few practice runs? When you say practice runs, are you talking about on your account, or are you taking debate class, JR, to prep for this? Yeah, I'm really curious. I had an interview telling me I should teach a class on interviews. Yeah, it's a very good thing. That's when my mods are ready. Why do you need mods? JR, respectfully, if it's a new platform that you have, you're not going to get but 50 people, for God's sake. Also, be able to flip. Oh, I already read that part. I'm in finance. I always make a point to say I enjoy puzzles. Works every time. It's a good point. Did you meet the girl that got locked in the Seattle Zoo? No, I did not, Carlotta, and I don't think I want to. Doesn't sound good at all, frankly. Don't you think equality is a bit like perfection? It's a metaphor, can only strive for it. Well, yeah, Shaz, I agree. That's how I kind of view the idea of being a good man versus a bad man. I think that bad men exist. I don't think good men do, in the sense that I feel like good men is more so, are you on a journey to always do well? By calling someone a good man, it sounds like they've reached an accomplishment or reached a certain point. And I kind of agree your point that no, I think it's a lot more about a constant journey that would make someone, I don't know, less than a bad man. Yes, it's telling me to practice run 3 times for 30 minutes, so it's already underway. Compulsory. Okay. JR, can we not just figure out the Miss Piggy? That's so hurtful. Not A2 Brute? That hurts my feelings. It's all Irish men. Please, you love us. Yuma, I'm just nodding off of these comments, conversation with my coffee and donut. He's taking this too seriously. Rochelle, like, what else do I... Oh, if you're talking about JR, but I take things too seriously as well. In fact, I've gotten in trouble in the past 24 hours for doing so. Yeah, JR, can you just, like, for goodness sake, can you just tell us what the 3 topics are likely going to be? Like, is this really that, like, is this really something we have to hold back? You can't even, like, just, like, at least brainstorm a couple of the options? Maybe, like, let me know, like, the general gist of where it is we're going to be landing? Yeah, I know, Rochelle. I don't know what to do about this. Like, Rochelle, the funny thing is, like, JR, like, do you all remember how how it all started? Do you remember, like, JR, what was it again? He said something that was only sort of off. It didn't make him categorically a bad person. His friend was categorically a bad person. I remember that. And by friend, I only mean the person who he expressed support for in the debate. But I can't remember what was the foul point of view that his friend was espousing that he did support. He can lie about it, but he did support it. It was Polly? Wasn't he defending a rapist? No, I don't think that was it. He said he would feel different if 2 guys were kissing. That's what it was. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, JR is the one who you all think talks fast. I mean, for Ireland and the UK, he doesn't really. He just talks pretty normal, but I understand what you guys think it is. So I do remember, like, for JR, just to validate JR basically, I don't know, came off a little homophobic. Not majorly homophobic, but a little homophobic. And when I called him out on that, yeah, he's British. When I called him out on that, he ran to 3 women's lives in order to debate me on ground that he thought would be more fair, because he considered my debate space an unfair space because he kept getting bananaed. And I kept telling him, you're going to get bananaed because of the words you're saying and because you sound like you're shouting. So the AI is just going to ban you. But he decided in his own head that you all were reportinging him, even though I explained and we all explained 100 times, we would never do that. In my live, we would never do that because you all want to see me debate. So no one in here who supports me would ever report someone, but he wouldn't believe me. That's why he's gone and spent a month creating his backup platform, which is crazy. And so, but the one thing that I thought was really funny, or the one thing that got me laughing anyway, the one thing that got me laughing was that he ran to Tree Women's Spaces and said that he would debate on those spaces because he felt safe. And in each of those spaces, I got every one of his friends to turn on him within like 5 minutes. And I got to admit, the second time it happened, he started like trying to warn people, don't listen to Irish. He's got the tongue of a devil. I remember this. He was like, Irish, I don't like you, but god damn it, you do have a way of talking people into things. And there was something so satisfying how he was like freaking out over the fact that every space he brought me into ultimately resulted in me getting his friends to dislike him and to essentially join my position. Now, the thing is, like, was there a little bit of manipulation involved? I don't know if I want to call it manipulation. There was certainly one of the women whose live he joined, and I was flirting with her. But the flirting was, I think, slightly to disarm him so that he would feel as though he did not have the upper hand, because I felt as though if she flirted back or was receptive to the flirting, that he would feel very insecure, which is what happened. He crashed out really, really bad. But, I have to admit, like, it was so very satisfying when we went to the last and final spot because he's literally telling everyone, oh my God, don't believe Irish. He's got the tongue of a snake. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, yeah, here's the three things I'm going to do to get all these people to turn against you, JR, real quick. And they all turned against him within like, I think 4 minutes? It may have taken 4 minutes. It was hilarious. JR, you're not able to come up because you're private. Your account's private. So, and JR, that is what happened. I don't know what you think happened, but I got all three of your friend groups to turn on you. And I have to admit, while I don't believe, okay, well, JR, if you can, why aren't you requesting? You're not requesting and you're not able to request because you're on private. I don't know what to tell you. I'm looking at you right now. You're not, oh, now you are. There you are. And you're not able to request because you're on private. I don't know what to tell you. I'm looking at you right now. You're not, oh, now you are. There you are. Okay, what do you want to clarify, JR?
Yes, Irish.
Okay, what do you want to clarify, JR? Okay, what do you want to clarify, JR?
Yes, Irish. You're
And
okay.
and J and JR, one thing I'm going to say, you
Yeah.
have to talk slowly
Yeah.
and don't talk loud. Go ahead.
Okay. Fair enough. First.
Talk loud. Go ahead.
Okay. Fair enough. First of all, I've always been private on this account, so when you say you can't come up when you're private, you can. And I've been on my
I can't
lives.
request you. I wasn't able to request you.
No, no, no. I have to request, but sometimes people can't see it unless they really look.
Able to request you.
No, no, no. I have to request, but sometimes people can't see it unless they really look. So I've always been on lives, but I've always been private. Okay, on this account only. I've only
Okay,
got
go on.
First of all, Irish, you say that I ran for some sort of safe sanctuary. That's the way it's coming across to basically be in a safer space to debate with you. I want to
Correct.
just go against that if you don't mind, and I want to say
Sure.
this categorically. The reason why. I couldn't stay on your live, whether it was my fault or not.
Wait,
Is
before
because
you say it, wait, before you say anything,
Irish,
the right
you want
word you use is the word banana. Don't say the other word. Go ahead.
no, I'll say bananas. The only reason why I had to leave, okay, onto other people's platforms, which I asked their permission for, was for two reasons. One, on your live, I kept getting bananaed. Now you're going to say, JR, you did it yourself because you were talking too fast, which could be classed as aggression, and you may have used trigger words. That's what you're going to say. But it never happened on anybody else's account, anybody else's platform apart from yours. And that is a fact. So whether you say it's true or not, anybody else's account, any other is irrelevant. So I had to move it over to other people's account. And the only reason why I did that, Irish, is because I couldn't get live access to go on my own account. Okay. So I had to use theirs. Had I have been able to go on my own account, I would have happily had you on my account to try to give me some sort of fairness. So to not get bananaed because that
Okay,
was
great. So
the case.
my response is as follows.
Go on.
You do not go into debate spaces frequently, correct?
I come into debate spaces occasionally.
Yeah. So
Occasionally.
you're not aware that debate lives are heavily POLICED by TikTok and their AI. And they're heavily POLICED because the people who come in here, there's frequently very hostile debates. And so my account has a lot of bananas. And when your account has a lot of bananas, the AI watches your account more carefully. So that's why it happened on my account. Not because of the people in the comments, but because AI is going to be more sensitive to people in my lives. Now, the next point I'd make is, didn't I specifically tell you to stop doing certain things that you were going to get bananaed?
Irish, you were screaming at me on certain parts. You were screaming and
Did
calling
I
me
tell you that, yes or no?
You said to me, JR, let me just warn you, okay, about speaking fast. That's what you said. I remember that
And
categorically.
using certain
But
trigger
I,
words.
the words that I used, I don't recall using trigger words, Irish. I don't recall that. Do you know what? Do you know why I know, Irish? Do you know why I know? Because you put a picture of me, okay, at a casino, and it bananaed me for promoting gambling, okay? Because when you put a big picture of me at a casino, it bananaed me then, yeah? And it said that
Why
I've
would
got
it banana you if it was on my account?
exactly, because I'd already been warned for it previously when I set up the account and used it as my profile picture. I had already had a warning for it. Yeah. So unbeknown to you, when you use that, because I've took a screenshot of it in case you say, "Oh, that's not true, JR. It can't be true." Well, I've got the screenshot to prove it. Okay, from that night when you put a big picture of me up, which I don't know why you did that, but you did anyway. And then obviously you said, "This is JR. This is what he looks like. This bigoted idiot." And you were saying all sorts of stuff, yeah. And I was just sitting in the comments laughing about it, yeah. And I got bananaed. So every time I come over to your account, I was getting bananaed. Now you're making it out, Irish. You're making it out, okay, in your twisted ideology that I was going for safe sanctuary on other accounts. And that is not true. Because I would have quite happily sat on yours. I would quite happily sit on yours and have a debate with you. I don't need to run on any safe sanctuary contrary to your
So,
belief.
JR, let me ask you this
I would quite happily sit on yours.
question. Do you believe that the people who follow me and or support me, do you believe that they report you?
I believe Irish, okay? I can't answer it with a yes or no because it's debatable. It's debatable for these simple reasons. It wasn't my first banana. It
Hang
wasn't
on,
my
it's
first
not a
banana.
debate. It's not a debate. I asked you about your belief.
My belief is I am unsure Irish. I cannot categorically tell you on the one with the actual picture from the casino, no, because that was promoted gambling. But I didn't do that.
Okay,
You
do you hear? Hang on, JR. Do you recognize how many times you're saying those words? That those words are going to get you in trouble?
what that word that I've just said then?
CASINO, that word, and GAMBLE are also words that may get picked up.
Okay, that's fair enough then.
Are also words that may get picked up.
With the trigger word then, yeah, but I'm talking about specifically the picture. I was talking about the picture.
Okay, but JR, okay, you have to understand TikTok would not banana you because of a picture I use.
But it did. But it did.
Okay,
And
no,
that's
but it
wrong.
didn't.
But
But
it
it
did
didn't.
because I've got
But
the
it
JR, you're
didn't.
in denial. It didn't happen.
Right, I've got the screenshot. Okay, so
Of what?
if someone were to say when you put that picture up of me, Irish, yeah, I
Yeah.
then got bananaed. Okay, and I've got the screenshot. So if
Okay,
somebody
but that
wants to
doesn't
say,
mean that doesn't prove it's because of that. You understand?
when it happened instantaneously when you started putting it up, because you've even said, JR, oh, you've been bananaed? JR, come into the box. JR,
But
use the
that
laptop.
doesn't mean it's because of my image. Why would think of it this way, Jar?
And you were
Why would
laughing
my
for Twitter
image lead to you being bananaed? Just answer me that.
because you put it up on a big screen, on a big picture with me,
Think of it this way, Jar.
and you were
Why would
laughing
my answer me that?
because you put it up on a big
But
with
how
my,
would TikTok associate that with you?
because that's what happened when you put it up. I was already in the comments. You
You
put it,
JR,
understand it could have just been timing, right?
well, the timing of it was when you put it up, yeah, Irish. That's when I got instantaneously. I think it was like 3 days, maybe 3 or 4, 72 hours. Okay, and I appealed it and I lost the appeal because I'd already been previously warned for it. Yeah, so when I was in the comments and you put my picture up, that's when it happened. Okay, but I'd been on your account before, and remember, but I also got a warning or a violation. You said, JR, I want you to do this. I want you to click up on the top screen and appeal it. And I won that appeal. But it was always happening when I was
Because it
on
was an
your account.
AI. Yeah, because you were on my account using the words,
It doesn't
the
happen on
word
anybody else's account, Irish.
GAY a lot.
yeah, and you were screaming and using loads of not TikTok friendly words, and you weren't breathing, and you were just completely crashing out. So
I'm not
that's
sure.
why you got bananaed. You didn't get bananaed because of a picture, it was because of what you were saying. And you know
And
what you
no
were saying wasn't good. Like, come
and
on.
nobody in here would ever JR, you do understand everyone in here wants to see me debate people.
They
So
do,
why
Irish.
would
Yeah,
they
only when
REPORT you?
because
Let me
only
rephrase
when
it.
it.
JR, you've been around for the past month. Have you ever seen me ask or anyone in the comments say, let's REPORT that person? Have you ever seen that in my lives?
You don't
Ever?
have to say that. You don't have to say that, Irish, for him to do that. You seem to think that you're going to give the order to your followers to start trying to like mass report people.
Hang
But
on,
I don't
JR,
know why you do that.
JR, I
Don't
don't
let
think
me
you're
go.
understanding. You understand that when you get bananaed on my live, you understand that hurts my live, right?
Not
Do you know
necessarily.
that?
No, because
Yes, it does. No,
you
it
took pleasure
does.
in it. Irish, let me finish, please. I'm not arguing with you. I'm debating with you now on this point alone, right? Because I've got evidence of me being bananaed on your account, and it was only ever happening on your account.
But that
So
doesn't
even
mean it was
if it was
because of a
only like,
picture that Irish
even
had
if it was
up.
only like, listen, the picture was I've got a screenshot of that telling me I've been bananaed when Irish was using it. Okay, when Irish
Doesn't
used it.
matter. That doesn't mean that you got bananaed because of
Every
that
time, Irish,
picture.
I have a debate with you. After the debate, you all come back on here, which I don't mind you doing, Irish, because that's what you're about. Yeah, but I'm not bothered about you doing it. I let you follow my account. So every time I want to have a debate with you, you'll come back over here, right? Yeah, on back on your platform, put a picture of me up, and you'll have like a little recess of the actual events of that debate. That's what you'll do. And then you'll say, right, this is JR, this is what we've been talking about, and you'll try and character assassinate me again. Because as you have already admitted, you are immature. That's what you're about, Irish, yeah? If I had a picture of you, I wouldn't do that, but that's what you do, and that's what you're about, Irish, yeah?
JR, if Irish is immature, then what are you? Come on, be for real.
Well, I'm not immature. I'm actually quite
Irish,
level-headed. I
JR,
am
you
quite
literally
level-headed.
went round to every single one of your friends and was like, come back me up against Irish. And then
No, I never
the
said
minute you
that.
got
No,
there, you started just like shouting and screaming and just completely losing
no,
it.
I don't think so. If you
So,
were there,
JR,
you would have
why
heard.
is it when your friends started turning on you, why did you start telling them, no, he's corrupting your brain and he's twisting it? Why
I'll
didn't
tell you why,
you,
Irish.
hang on, wait, hang on. If Molly's wrong, why is it you didn't just accept that your friends believed you were wrong and instead you tried to convince them to stay on your side?
Because I had already spoken to him about the topic I wanted to bring you over for. Listen to me, Irish, do the maths. When I said to them, can I lend your platform to bring this Irish over because I haven't got live access on mine? They said to me, yeah, no problem, JR. What is it you want to talk about? And I told them the topic of what I wanted to speak about. And they said, fine. Then I told them my view on it. And they said, fine, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, not a problem. We'll go with that. Okay, yeah, not an issue. Who is he? Where's he from? And all that. And who's he bringing over? I said, oh, just a few of his followers, whatever. It's all right. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? If you don't want him on there, you can just drop him. and I brought you over with their permission after I told them the situation. So they knew the situation. They knew my view on it, what I was saying, and they had no issue with that. When you come on there, not long after, I seen the pendulum swinging the other way because he wasn't versed in the art of manipulation. Now you are a manipulator. That's
So
no
why
doubt.
did that hurt you? But
It
if you
never
didn't
hurt me.
care about their opinion,
It didn't
why did
hurt
you
me.
try to fight them changing their opinion?
It didn't fight. No, it didn't hurt me, Irish, because first of all, you call
Did
them
you try to
friends.
convince them back? Yes or no?
No, I never tried to convince them back. What I
JR,
said,
you did. Come
I
on.
Yes,
wanted
you
them to
did,
remain
JR.
no Irish. I wanted them to remain impartial because don't forget Irish, okay? Please accept this because this is fact. We were only on there because I never had live access. You're making it out. I had to
What
run
does
in
that
there
matter?
because you've just told everyone I had to run over there for some sort of safe sanctuary because of you. And it wasn't like that,
Yeah,
Irish.
because again, why would you feel
When
so
I
invested
when
in
I
them
when I
still
when I,
supporting you?
when we have my debate on Sunday, I will allow you to speak. And I will allow you to speak and pretty much say what you want and bring up some of your people, some of your final bosses as well, who can speak. And I will let you have a conversation. I won't mute you, drop you into the
I'm
comments.
not muting you.
JR,
I
you're
haven't
taking
dropped
it
you.
far too seriously. It's
No, I'm not
hilarious.
taking it far to have a conversation. I won't mute you. You say, okay, but even if I was taking it seriously, then that must mean I see Irish as a capable adversary. So that would be a good thing for everyone, would it not? And
Yeah,
I've
but you
got,
also
No.
said that he was like the devil and he was so
I
manipulative
believe
and
he
he
is the
was all of
devil.
this. And then you say,
I,
oh no, but I like and respect him. So like make
no,
up your mind.
no,
Wait,
but
when you
calling him
say
the
you
devil,
believe I am the devil, what
no,
attributes do I
calling
share
him the
with the
devil
devil?
doesn't mean I
But I like and respect him. So like make
no,
up your
it's like him. There's a team called Manchester United called the Red Devils, and many people support them. It doesn't mean they promote the devil. It's just their name. I call it in the devil in the terms of his vocabulary, the way he's able to deliver it, and the way he's able to sway opinions.
Okay, what makes me like the devil?
I never said that. What makes you think that I think you're like the devil? I've
Yeah.
just told you. I've just told you. The devil
So
can
you
be
think
very
the
persuasive.
vocabulary of the devil is better than the vocabulary of God?
I think the devil
God?
I think the devil, okay, is known to be polite, charming, charismatic, cunning, and devious. And I think you tick all those boxes, Irish. Yes,
Do you
I do.
think God is not any of those things? You don't think God is known as being polite?
I think God is gracious, yeah, transparent, honest, sincere, and true. But I think you are deceptive. I think you are quite.
What lie did I ever tell? Oh, guys, don't mute him. I don't know who muted him. Don't mute him. What was I deceptive? Deceptive means I told a lie. What is it I told a lie about?
He's probably going to say that we didn't all, REPORT.
No, not at all. The way you come across, and even now about me by saying that I have to run to people's accounts for cover and stuff like that.
You
And the
did,
way
JR. You did because you went to
I never
multiple
ran for
different one of
cover.
your friends and you were trying to get them to back you up against Irish. It was this whole thing. And then the minute that they turned on you, you started lashing out and shouting at all of them. And
No,
that
but it
is why
wasn't
you
like
lost
that.
friends. And that is why you
It
fell out
wasn't
with
my
them
best
because
friend
of
because
your
I don't know him.
language and how you were treating them. Let
No,
me finish.
go on, go on.
That's what I was saying. It's that the minute that they turned on you, you just lost it and you started being so disrespectful to Polly and your other friend, I can't remember their name, and you just completely lost it. And that is why you had issues and that's why you fell out with them. It had nothing to do with Irish being the devil or being manipulative. It's because of you and your actions.
That's far from the truth because I never fell out with them per se. Because when you say friends,
She
then
fell out with you. Polly fell out with you. She
people
came
that
back
I met
up.
on TikTok.
JR, you said that you didn't fall out. She came up and she said she fell out with you based upon how you treated her. Do you remember that?
They treated the Irish okay. First of all, there was no big row. I just said
It
Did
if you
she
was.
say
JR, you
that
shouted
she.
at her.
Exactly.
no, I all I said was if you want to block me because I don't give a fuck, and that's all I said, and I'll stand by
Oh,
that.
yeah, because didn't we have this thing about JR did swear at her?
No,
And
I
then,
didn't swear at her.
was
I
this
used a
JR?
swear word. Yeah, it is JR. Yeah, so I didn't swear at her. To swear at her would be go f off, yeah, and then her name. I just said, as a matter of fact, as a figure of speech, if you want to block me, then go ahead and block me because I don't give a fuck.
Yes, we did have this discussion. It was,
Yeah,
you did
that
swear at
wasn't
her because
fair.
I remember
No,
Irish recorded it and then we listened to it
I used
back.
a swear word, but not at her. It was in
What
my
you did, you literally did. but
No,
sure.
no, I never. Because if I was to tell her to F off, that would be swearing at her. If I said to Irish now, Irish, you know what? I don't give a F what you say about me. That's not swearing at
Yeah,
him.
but that's not what you said. You phrased
Yes, it
it
was.
very differently
No,
because
no,
we
no.
had this conversation back
I said
then.
to her, Molly, if you want to block me, go ahead. Because she said, oh, the way you said it then, you know what I mean? It could have hurt my feelings or worse to that effect, yeah? So I said to her, if you want to go ahead and block me, then please go ahead, block me. I don't give a F-U-C-K, meaning I won't hold it against her, but neither will I hold it like against myself because me personally have not said anything out of the ordinary, okay?
Oh my God, JR, you did. You literally
No,
lost
I did
your.
not, Molly, and I think you're twisting it, to be fair. And anyway,
We're
well,
not twisting it because that's exactly what happened.
no, it's
We
not.
all saw it. We all heard it. Even your
You
friends
hear me
saw and
saying,
heard it.
Molly,
JR, did she say that you yelled at her?
I don't think she said that. What did
She
she say?
did.
What
She
did she
did.
say, Irish?
She said that
What
you
did she
yelled
say?
at her.
No, I think you said I yelled at her because all it was,
No,
I think
and
she
you
gave,
denied it, and then she came up and she said, Irish is right. You did do that.
you said I yelled at her because all it was.
No,
Yep.
No, I think you played the recording, Irish. Okay, first of all, you played the recording.
JR, I also just got evidence that I am not the devil.
You are the devil.
And
You are the devil.
no,
Without a
I
doubt.
just got evidence that you're projecting and that
No.
you are the devil. And I think it's messed up that you are putting your stuff on me.
See what I mean, Irish? You're gonna get me bananas again, mate.
But
No,
this is
it's
real
not. It's just a
conclusive
funny
evidence.
picture.
You even have the devil. Look at your hand symbol. That's very devil-like.
Well, Irish, with all due respect,
Irish,
right?
that's
Leave
so
that on.
funny.
Leave that on if you want. But if I get bananaed again, okay, yeah, for you having that, then that's you, okay, seriously violating me,
JR,
okay?
I think you just need to take this up with TikTok because you're getting so emotional about it, about something that happened a month ago.
No, I'm not getting emotional about it. I'm fine. I'm calm. I'm not getting emotional about it. I'm actually laughing
But
about it.
JR,
JR,
you
but you don't
spent
grieve.
It doesn't
yeah, you
matter.
spent an entire month creating an account in order to set up a debate
I
space
had
where
to
you and I
get the
could debate.
I had to get the
Literally, you
followers.
kept saying, wait till we have this like big debate, like I'm gonna get all the mods and I'm gonna do all this. And you said it literally for like a whole month.
I have said that, but I've had to build up the account, Molly. Molly, you're from the UK, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm from London.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. But what I'm saying to you is this, right?
What's that
I've had
got to do with
I've had
anything?
to build up the account. That's all. I've had to build up the account because obviously this one, and it's took a bit of time to do that, and then obviously to speak to some people to bring them on, and then get it ready for I. Bit of time to do that, and then obviously to speak to some people to bring them on, and then get it ready for Irish. Yeah, of course I have. It took me about a month to sort it out, and we're pretty much there. So obviously on Sunday, when it's all ready and done, UK time, I believe it'll be about 3 p.m. over here. Sorry, over where you are, Irish, and it'll be about 8 p.m. where I am, and then you can come over and we can have an interesting.
What are the topics you want to debate, JR?
The topics you will be sent the minutes and the format of the topics tomorrow via
I'll be
message.
set in minutes. Okay,
JR,
all
you're
right.
acting like you've got this big team.
No,
Like,
it's
calm
not,
down.
it's not a big time. A big team. I've spoken to about 10 different people who've
Oh God.
Wait, you
okay,
spoke to 10 different people about what?
about being a mod, Irish.
Oh
Okay?
my God.
You can have, and
JR,
also,
I don't mean to be rude,
also,
but like I don't think you're going to even need a single mod.
not necessarily. 'Cause they're gonna want to come on. They said they want to come on themselves and speak about what we're going to speak about as well. They want to come on, okay? So that's what I've said to them, and they've agreed. So you will get the topics of that conversation tomorrow with your devious mind, okay? Okay, Irish?
I mean, I've got a very religious, pure mind, but okay, sure.
You think so? So you're saying
Irish,
that
I want to hear these topics.
I'm so curious.
So you're saying Irish.
Curious.
So you're saying Irish. Well, Irish. Some of these topics are actually what you've already discussed. So really, you're at an advantage because you've already ran these topics over and over
Well,
again.
it depends. My topics are almost always exclusively limited to the US. And so, to the extent we're going to be looking at statistics that have anything to do with anywhere outside the US, I'm going to be at a serious disadvantage. But I'll cope.
No, well, one of them, Irish, was actually off your own green screen. So, and you'll find what that is tomorrow. I also noticed that you had a bit of a semi on for a guy called, is it Bobby or something? I noticed you
Yeah.
were chasing the guy down hard for about a week to beyond obsession. You were following around everywhere. I mean, that is obsessive, Irish. I don't do that, but obviously you clearly do.
Wait, have you not been following me around for a month, or is that some other guy
Oh,
you were following around?
I've seen the evidence of it. But you were literally obsessed with that Bobby guy. I found it quite funny.
Define obsession.
Well, you were literally putting him up on your screen, had assassinated him for pretty
Because he
much
was
everything.
incredibly harmful, JR.
Yeah, what was the character assassination? You make it sound as though there was false information spread about him. What was the false information?
There's something about the border or something. You were saying something about the border, and what he was saying could have been like smexualized, if I use that word correctly. You were saying
He
that
said to a woman who he said was
about a
too young
McDonald's
and was
toy
a
or something.
child. He said that he and his friend would feed her to his P-Treadio friend from the military. When is that not schmexual?
I'm not sure what part Irish it was because I wasn't taking a great detail in it, okay? But I just heard
Well, you
parts of
seem to
it.
be saying I spread false information about a
You
person.
were
Surely you
literally-
should have listened.
You were literally stalking that guy. You were stalking him. That's what I'm saying, Irish.
JR, well, you follow Irish around like a little lost puppy. So
I only really come on here to have a little listen. Occasionally,
not occasionally, you were literally on like what, 2-3 days ago? You're on every time I'm on here. You're always on here lurking in the comments and just being.
No, I messaged him. I messaged him about the update. What's your name? Sorry, Molly. I messaged him about.
No, you've been in this live multiple times.
I wouldn't say multiple times, Irish. I wouldn't say multiple times.
JR, how many times do you think you've come into this live ever
Tell
since?
me, give me the stats, Irish. Give me the stats because
I wanna say
minimum
over
5.
sometimes Irish.
Yeah, I was just saying minimum 5.
Probably more like 10, to be fair.
But Irish, how many times, right? Yeah, have I literally come into your lives to debate with you? Actually, when you're
5
live,
to 10. 5 to 10 you've come into my lives. Why?
Yeah, and then probably like 25 plus when you've been lurking in the comments.
No, definitely not. Not that many. Jesus. No, you highly exaggerate them figures. Wow.
I'm not though, because you're
I'm always-
always
Molly,
here,
I'm always-
and you're
doesn't
always
mean-
making
I'm
just
always on
unnecessary.
borderline.
JR, let me finish. I was talking. Let me finish.
What?
You're always lurking in the comments every single time I'm on here, or I'm like halfway through, watching Irish's live, and then you're just always there. Like
No, I'm not
every
always
single
there.
time. JR, have I finished? Have I finished? No.
Right. Oh,
No.
Molly.
Right? So I know you've got this like big obsession and everything. You've been working on a month to try and, make this big, make this big debate, even though you're like not telling anyone the topics and keeping it all secretive. So it's like, I don't know why you're going on about Irish speaking out against Bobby, who was very harmful. And you're like, oh, you're obsessed with him. But then you've been consistently lurking in the comments or debating on his live. Or not even debating, you just really like crashed out about it. And yeah, so I don't understand why you're going on about he's being obsessed, because that's you, JR. We all know it.
No, Molly, you're even laughing when you're saying that. I'll tell you how I know why that's
Yeah,
not
I'm
true.
laughing because it's so funny that you're just taking this all so seriously.
How I know why that's
Yeah,
not
I'm
true.
laughing because it's so funny that you're just taking this all so
Molly, let me finish
seriously.
now, please, Molly. Molly, let me finish now, please, okay? If you don't mind, unless you want to continue talking.
No, go ahead. I will just add on to her. You did literally spend a month building an account for the sole purpose of debating me. But continue.
Literally.
I
will just add on to her.
Just you, Irish. Well, hell no, not just you.
Did I
That's not what
motivate
you
it?
said.
You are going
Yeah.
to be, Irish, obviously, the first person on there to debate with. Of course you are, but not the only one.
Was I the motivation for you to create that account?
You were semi-motivation, and I'll tell you why you wasn't full motivation. Because I've been going in other people's lives, contrary to your belief, other people, some of them Freemasons, who've accepted to come onto my live, okay? Because I speak to them on their live. They said they won't go into too many details about what goes in the lodge, but they are able to speak on some things that go on, yeah? Providing it doesn't damage the discretion of
I'm not sure we believe you. But go ahead and you can respond to Molly.
Okay, thank you, Molly. So there you go. So, Molly, what I'm saying to you is, I hardly ever come in here because I'm always on other people's lives.
That's not true.
you
You're
say to me,
here all the time.
You make it out I'm coming in here every time Irish launches. No, I do not.
Yeah, I want to say like a solid 75 to 80% of them. You're always in the comments.
JR, this is JR. Since we had our last debate with regard to Polly, you've literally been on my live. If this is not the third time, this is the fourth time you've literally joined my panel. So, like, you've also been in the comments a bunch of times.
I've only been on a handful of times, Irish. You are seriously.
Hang on. Have you joined the panel?
Handful. I
Oh,
swear
Yeah.
to God.
just to update you, Irish, with what's going on. Not
I
to
know, but
obviously
JR, that's the
when I
weird
get
thing.
off.
No one's ever
When I
had to
get off.
update me about them creating a account to debate me. I've never had this happen in my life.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll feel privileged, and Irish. Feel privileged that you feel it's only for you. But you will be the first
It's
person.
literally only for me.
It is.
Is that what you think, Irish? Okay, then. So when after
Who
we've had
else?
the debate,
Who else have you notified you're going to be debating them?
4 different
What's their
people.
username? What's their usernames?
Saying any names on here until you see them.
No, what's their
Irish,
usernames? You have
Irish,
an opportunity
Irish.
right now. I can go call them. I can go. No, what's their
Irish.
username? I can go over their lives and I can confirm.
Irish, I've got messages in my inbox talking to these very people.
Then
These
show
very-
them.
So
Then
show them right now. We'll wait.
I don't need to disclose to you what I'm talking to people
Because
about.
you have none.
Just like Irish, just like right, yeah. I don't need to disclose the details right now. What we're going to be talking about.
Why don't you want to disclose? Why don't you want to tell me what you're
Irish,
going
tell
to
you
be
what then,
debating me
Irish.
on?
Because he has no idea.
Irish, remember this conversation, please, yeah? When other people come into my life to debate me, and then I'll invite you over, you can ask them, say, did JR previously to the state ask you to come on? Did you previously...
JR, I have a question. Do you believe that I am a competent adversary?
I believe you are competent. Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Do you believe you're a competent adversary to me specifically?
Yeah, I do, Irish. I generally do.
Okay, can I ask you why do you think that?
Because on some topics, Irish, right, yeah, that I'm going to bring up, I feel that I will be more versed, not than you, but more than the average person, yeah? So hence why I'm putting these topics forward for debate. Also, I may be able to learn a few things as well from other people who will be coming on about them debates, because you can never know everything.
Okay, I'm not asking about in the future. I'm asking right now. Do you think you are right now a competent adversary to me?
Let me think, Irish. Right, let me think about this very carefully. Depending on the subject, it is relative to the subject.
What are the three subjects where you think you are a adequate
Well, on one of them,
adversary?
Irish, I won't. On one of them, I won't be, because I just said you've got the advantage on one because it was actually off your
Okay,
live.
on what tree are you? Like, you're the one who's asking for a debate, right?
Yeah, I'm asking for.
So I'm just asking you, what is the reason why you think you would be debate worthy for me?
Because I feel that we have them personalities that collide. That's what I feel.
Okay, that doesn't make you a competent adversary, right?
It might not in regards to what we're going to speak about in general, on a general term. But when I look at what I want to speak about, what I want to speak about, Irish, what I'm selecting to, I feel I will have a better advantage than what I did, say, a month ago. Okay, and also I can learn more about it by having debates about it and bringing people on who are more knowledgeable than myself and more knowledgeable than you.
Understand? I don't care. Hang on. You understand? I don't care about your future learning. I'm not your teacher, right? I only care about right now, what your competency is today.
I think JR wants you to be his mentor, if you will.
Is that what you think, Molly? Yeah, you think I want Irish to be?
Yeah, it sounds like you want me to be your teacher. It does. Like, that's what it's coming off as.
And if you want that, then just ask that outright. Don't just go on this whole, I'm making this account to have this big debate, but I'm not going to tell you the topics, and I'm going to be really discreet about who I've told, because every single time that you've come in, you've been giving Irish updates. And I swear...
Now, because it's only ever happened on Irish's account, whether you believe it or not, it's irrelevant. Okay? And
I bet you that's one of the topics as well.
I want live access as well. But Molly, you seem to be more emotionally invested in this than what I am, to be fair, by the way you're coming across.
What makes you think Molly is more emotionally invested? Molly, did you spend the past month creating an account in order to be able to talk to JR right now?
You know what? I can't say I have.
No? Okay.
No, not to my knowledge.
Right, okay. So how many times then in the past month would you say, I don't know if Irish has got the stats there, because Irish does like some stats. How many times would you say that I've come on his lives? Because it's no more than a handful.
Oh, no.
On my live, this is number 3 or 4. On the panel, this is, I think, the 4th time on the panel, and you've talked multiple times in the comments.
In the comments, you're there virtually 80% of the time.
That's what I've just admitted a handful of times. Not like 25.
No. JR, you're not listening. JR, listen. I'm distinguishing between you joining the panel, like this is your
Literally.
4th time on a panel, and you've been in the comments alone, meaning not joining the panel, multiple other times.
I have been on this panel probably about 3 or 4 times total. Yeah.
That's what I just said. That's what.
Yeah.
No. 3 or 4 times since Polly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And
Yeah. So I think this is your 4th time.
Irish, for the purpose, though, popping in for the purpose, not to hang about your live, just to sit listening to you for hours and hours, hours. I was in and out, my friend. And I'm
No,
back on
JR,
live.
you're there for ages because you start commenting at the beginning and then like every like 15 minutes or so or 20 minutes you would then just put another comment and another one because I'm always there and I'm always like, JR, why the hell are you here
Commented
again?
on some of his lives, but not every single one. Not for hours. I'm just literally hovering for a little bit, then I'll get off. I've got other people I speak to and other lives that I go in regularly, and this ain't one of them. I don't know why you
You know
think.
what I find so funny is it
I don't know why you
know
think.
what I find so funny is at the beginning you were saying, oh, like I'm never in Irish's live. I've only been like 1 or 2, like a few times. And then like as the live goes on, you just change your story every single time.
No, because I never denied coming here. You said it multiple times, like 25 or 30 times, and I've denied that totally because it's not.
In the comments.
Not even 25 or 30 times in the comments.
Oh, JR, you have.
That's a whole.
JR, let me ask you a question.
That's a
JR,
whole
let me ask you a question.
Go on.
JR, how many times have you gone live in the past week?
How many times have I gone live in other people's lives? Quite a few.
Yeah.
That's not
quite a
the
few.
question.
Yeah. So roughly how many?
I would say I go in lives pretty much every night, other people's lives. Other
Okay, great.
people.
So every night, okay? Which great. So every night, okay? Which
Yeah.
means that I think the poly thing happened, I think before New Year's, but if not, it was right after. So for the past 4 weeks, I think it's been since poly.
It was before New Year's.
Yeah, I think it was as well. So then you have been going live every day. Is that fair to say for the month of
They go
January?
live, other people's lives. Is that what you're trying to say?
On other people's lives. JR,
Yeah.
okay. Now,
Yeah.
JR, my question for you is, how many times have I joined your lives?
Well, you've only been in lives that I've been in maybe once or twice, yeah? And I only met you accidentally through another person's live. So, yeah.
No, I'm talking about post-poly.
I've only seen you come into lives of your own. I've never seen you come into lives that I've been talking in.
Okay. So that's what we're talking about, the one-sidedness
Unless
of
it
this
was,
relationship, JR.
No, I apologise right there. I think
Definitely a relationship at this rate.
I think it might be Kaylee. Remember Kaylee? I think it might have been popped up on hers once or twice or someone else's. Yeah, but it was their live. It wasn't my live. It was someone else's live.
Okay, but JR, what I'm getting at is I've not been messaging you. I've not been coming into your lives where you're with your friends. I've not been joining your panels, right?
You just post pictures of me, Irish, and like on a big board and say, right, this is JR. I don't do that with you.
We're talking about post-poly. We're
Yeah,
talking
but
about in the past 4 weeks, I've not been messaging you. I've not been going into your friends' lives where you are. I've not been
Irish.
joining the panels of your friends,
There's only
right?
one time. Hear me out, mate. And I'm going to say this sensitively, okay? Because I don't want to take any malice towards you in any way, shape, or make it out sound like I've took some sort.
You called him the devil. What do you mean?
The devil's a compliment, to be fair. It's a compliment. Listen to this, Iris. Right? After me and you had that big, like, when I say row, but when you were screaming, like, you, John, and you were screaming out, JR, whatever you were shouting, right? I couldn't even
JR,
repeat.
that was you. Are you
Right.
delusional? That
No,
was
he
you.
was screaming at me. When he was screaming at me with the picture on.
I don't
Because
recall
you were
that.
screaming over the top of
You will have that
every single
recorded, Irish.
person.
Irish, you will have that recorded on my dad's grave. You did. I swear to God, you did. You were screaming.
I don't recall that. I feel like I've been pretty
You are a
calm every
liar.
time I've talked to you. It's
Irish,
been-
I swear on my family's life, you did. But let me just get to the main point. The day after you put pictures of me up, right, and we had that big thing when Polly come over, you were upset. You were literally crying, and I thought at first you were taking with a PISS. I thought you're not upset, but then I listened a bit longer, and you clearly was upset, yeah. And I felt a little bit bad for you, so I thought, you know what? I want to message Irish here just to say that after yesterday, there's no malice on my behalf because you sounded stressed out or upset over something. And then I messaged you to say, Irish, regardless of what happened yesterday, regardless of what your feelings are towards me, I have no malice towards you.
Yeah, why
JR,
are you
you're
sharing that? I'm not
describing
tracking.
yourself. Sorry,
No,
Irish.
No, but there was no
No, no, no.
malice.
I did get emotional on live, but why is that relevant? I'm not tracking the relevance.
Because you say about messaging you, about I don't message you, because I thought you were on about me messaging you. And that was only to say to you, I hope you're okay after
I know, but JR, we're talking about who is stalking who, right? And I want you to just hear me out. What you're now admitting to is watching me on a live crying and then checking up on me.
I'm not
Don't you
checking
think that's
up on
sort of
you.
a little bit stalkery?
Because I'd already followed you, Irish, and it said that you were live, so I came
But
on.
you
I don't
followed up with me to check in on my.
said that you were live, so I came
But
on.
you
I don't
follow emotions, right?
no, because I never knew you were going to be emotional. It was quite shocked to hear you being emotional. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Hence why I messaged you, because I thought
I
first,
understand. So you watched a live with me being
briefly,
vulnerable, and then you
briefly,
followed up with me in order to check in on my emotions.
I messaged you out of consideration because I thought you sounded upset, which you was. And I wanted to say to you, regardless what you might think of me after that heated debate the day before, because it must have went on for a good few hours, that I didn't hold any malice against you. And I look forward to speaking to you again in the future. Them messages will still be on your inbox there. That's what I said.
That's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking
I don't think
is
I've
remember
messaged.
you
I don't
said that
think I've
you've
messaged
barely
you.
had any contact with me in the past 4 weeks, that you've only come in to check in for something. I don't know what you're checking
I've
in
only
on.
checked in to update you what's going on. I made a few comments in the comment section.
Today's the first time you've ever had an update. Today's the first time. All the other updates have
No, it
been,
wasn't.
I don't
No,
yet
it
have an
wasn't.
update.
No, I've given you an update before.
And they've all been, I'm getting it ready.
Yeah,
I'm getting it ready.
Yeah, I'm getting it ready. Like, what do you think you updated me on at any point in the past 4 weeks?
Just to say we are going forward with it. That's all I'm saying to you, Irish.
That's not an update. That's not an update.
He doesn't need an
It is.
update on every single live that he's
I don't
hosting,
update him
that
on
it's
every.
the same
Holly, this is the
update.
thing. I don't update him on every single live he does.
Yes, you
I
do.
yes.
Oh my
So if I update
God.
him on every single live, that must mean I've been on his panel then about 30 times. That's not
No,
true.
it wouldn't be every
No,
single.
you don't have to.
Yeah, it wouldn't be every single live, but
Irish,
like
tell the
you.
truth, Irish. Do I update you on every single live? Yes or no?
No,
Yes or
I
no,
just said
Irish?
no. But you have joined my lives once a week on the panel,
No, I
and
do
you
not.
have joined the lives in the comments multiple times per week. It's
Irish,
just a lot, Jr.
Irish.
Yeah, I've never encountered this ever.
Yeah, Irish, listen to me, right? Yeah, I won't lie to you, right? Yeah,
This ever.
yeah, Irish. I do find you a little bit humorous and a little bit funny. Yeah, I do. Okay, you make me laugh in your own way. You do make me. But what I'm
Okay,
saying
go
to
on.
you,
I love this picture so
it's fine. It's
much.
not a bad picture, Irish. It's not a bad picture. It's not too bad.
I didn't say it is. How old are you here, Jr.?
What's that, my friend? I'm not discussing my age with you. I don't think it's got no relevance. How old are you?
He's got to be
Okay. I'm
30s.
73
I am
years
in
of
my
age.
30s, Molly. I am in my 30s.
No, that's got to be 40s. But go on. Yep.
No, what's up?
Yeah, early
How can it be
40s.
when I'm not 40 now?
You'd
How
got to be
can
in your 40s.
Yeah.
tell me how can it be? I know my age, so tell me how can I be 40 when I'm not 40 now?
Do you go to Tenerife a lot?
I think he just has a lot of really bad spray tans.
No, well, Irish, that's not even how it looks like on the real picture. The picture I've got on my phone, you've obviously sort of like altered that a little bit because my skin looks like rubber on there. And it
Yes,
doesn't
the
like,
horns are not original.
of course. But what I'm saying to you, Irish, even the colour of my skin is not how it is on the picture that I have. No, but you've obviously, altered that and done whatever you've done with it, Irish. Do you know what I
I
mean?
think I had, to be honest with you, but I'll look into it.
You have, because compared to the picture that I have on mine, it's nothing like that.
Well,
Okay, do we all agree in the comments that if JR can't identify the tree topics today, that we're not going to debate them on Sunday?
yeah, I agree because at this point it's just all talk and it's just not going to happen.
What does it
Yeah,
matter?
I want to know the tree topics.
No, if you don't want to come over on Sunday, then don't, Irish. I'll debate the other people. It's fine.
Oh, here we go. Here we
Okay,
go.
then I won't. If you can give me the tree topics right now, I will. If you don't, then that's
No,
fine. Then
I
we won't
told
do
you.
the debate.
I told you I'm giving you topics tomorrow, and I'm standing by that, Irish. I'm not changing my tone for you. I just told you
Irish.
tomorrow. I will message you. I will message you with the topics. 1,000,000%. You have my word on it. Okay. And you said to me, fine.
By what time tomorrow? By what time tomorrow?
You'll get them by UK time, no later than 6 p.m. Which will be
No, I
I'm
feel
okay
like
with. I'm all
that's
right
just
with that.
so late.
no, it's not. How is it?
That-
It's only
Because he
1
may
p.m.
be working tomorrow.
1 p.m. your time, Irish. It's only
True.
1 p.m.
Yeah,
your time.
exactly. Yeah. So for me, it's like afternoon, and
But why
he
can't
may
you
be
just
coming
say
back
them
from
now,
work.
JR? That's what I don't understand.
They will
If you've
be
been working on this for a month, surely you can just
Yeah,
say
and
Yeah,
now.
can you?
and tomorrow he will get them.
But
Tomorrow
JR, can you, without locking you in, can you at least like tell us like some ideas you had for a topic?
Well, I already said to you, Irish, on one of the topics that I had, okay, they was on one of your lives.
Okay, so what are the other two that you've thought
No,
about?
that what's on the green screen there, if you want to call it that, is not one of the topics. I can categorically be there, if you want to call it that, is not one of
I
them.
know which one you're gonna choose. I have like a way of being able to tell what men want to do.
What
So
one do you think it is?
he's gonna do false allegations.
False allegation. Yeah, definitely.
100% he will. Yeah.
And then another two.
So
Well,
the other two you're thinking are what?
but Irish, the other no, I've already
How
got.
to get a bad spray tan and how to crash out on lives and gaslight people, probably.
Not
Is
really,
that a
Molly.
spray tan though?
I've never had a
I
straight
mean,
in my life.
it's definitely not real. Let's
Irish,
be
you
No,
got
no,
the
no. I
honest.
think
We
it
live in
is.
the
I think
UK
that's
here.
why he looks like he's in his 40s. And that's why I
Irish,
said, does he go to Tenerife a lot? Like, I
Irish,
think
you've
he's
got
actually a sun bunny.
Irish,
Oh
you've
yeah,
got, right,
or
yeah.
sunbeds.
You've got the picture of me probably when you first took it off the screen without altering it, and my skin looks nothing like that. I've got the original picture here, and my skin looks nothing like that. But I
Oh,
am.
can you post it?
Well, I could post it. I posted it before. You've already got it. You've already screenshotted it.
No, no, no. Show us, JR, and then we can do a comparison.
Yeah, because I don't know why
Because
I didn't make any
last time I got
changes.
bananaed for it, Molly. Do you not listen to what I'm saying to you? I got bananaed for that picture. Had to take it off.
My, we're still
Okay,
going on about
is
this.
that picture right now on your profile?
It is, but I got bananaed for it. I had to take it off.
Okay, can somebody go to his profile, grab it, and then post it in the live chat so I can see what the difference
I've
is?
just told you I've took it off the profiles. I got bananaed for it, Irish. Do you not listen to what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. Sorry, I
Well,
just
JR,
asked you, was it on the
just show
profile? You said
us.
yes.
I said it was on there until I got bananaed for it, and then I took it off.
You're not going to be bananaed over a photo of you standing.
Oh my god! When I got bananaed that day when Irish posted that, I got bananaed for free.
Oh my god! It's not
But
because
why
you
am I
got
not getting
bananaed
bananaed,
over what
JR?
you
Screenshot of
said,
the
not the
banana for it.
picture.
Molly, I've got a screenshot for it. I've got a
But
screenshot.
JR, why am I not getting bananaed by showing the same picture?
I haven't got a clue why, Irish. I haven't got a clue why. But what I'm saying to you is, I've got a screenshot. Irish, are you on there? Tell you what, Irish. I tell you what. Give me someone who's on Snapchat, and I will send the picture. I will send the picture with the
I'm
screenshot.
not on
Then,
Snapchat, JR.
I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you are. And I never asked for yours. I said, give me someone. Why do you have to say that?
Irish, this
Well,
is JR's way of trying to get your number or your
yeah, I was gonna
like
say
said
we
your
have a
personal
strict.
social medias.
Yeah,
No.
we have a strict. Carlotta, is Carlotta here? We have a strict no Snapchat policy with me, where it's a hard no boundary for me.
Give me yours. I said, give me a Snapchat, right, where I can send you. Not yours. I didn't say yours, Irish. Not yours at all. I don't think.
Yeah, but this is your way of discreetly
I don't
asking
know
for
any
it.
12-year-old girls, JR. I'm sorry. I just don't. Like, I don't know what
You
to
are
tell you.
sick, twisted individual, mate. You are sick.
Well, I mean, I just don't know many men who are in their 40s who are on Snapchat. I'm not being rude.
A lot of people are on Snapchat, Irish. A lot of
They
people.
are. It's kind of weird though. Like
Yeah.
a guy in the 40s on Snapchat, like that is something that's for like really young people.
There's a lot of people on Snapchat, just like there's a lot of people
I
on
will
Facebook.
say the only thing that is redeeming about Snapchat is the filters are amazing, GR. Do you use the filters a lot?
No, I do not use no filters on Snapchat. No.
Oh, he defo uses the dog one.
No.
Defo uses the dog one.
The dog one, no, I don't think so, Molly. I doubt that very much.
Do you so do? You know the one where you speak and like the tongue comes out.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh,
fair
and
enough.
also the one with the little hearts like above
You
his head.
think about these emojis or whatever they are, all these filters. I have never seen them before, but you seem quite versed in them, Molly.
So why
Yeah,
did you
because I
want my
used Snapchat when I was like
JR?
10.
Oh my God, Molly. Loads of people use Snapchat. I never created the app.
Not someone in their 40s.
I'm not in my 40s now. So what you on about?
JR, why did you want my Snapchat?
I never said, Irish, give me your Snapchat. I said, if you've got someone there now, replay the live, Irish, and you'll hear me saying it, okay? You'll hear me saying to you there, get me a Snapchat, okay? Get me someone Snapchat I can send the pictures to. That's what I said. So I don't.
Is there anyone here, ideally male, in the comments who would like to share their Snapchat so that JR can send them photographs?
Profile, and all you're gonna do is repost it again. That's all you're gonna do. Why do you?
If there's anyone.
Irish, why do
Oh,
you?
Carlotta's in here. Carlotta, she is my anti-Snapchat person.
Hey, Irish, Why do you feel the need to post pictures of me though, like you did last time? Why? What's the benefit of that?
Because you called me the devil. I was just saying that there is evidence
Oh,
going the
before
other
that,
way.
Irish. Before that, though. But why?
JR, it was your profile picture. And also, you can't say that you got bananaed because of it, because surely you would have been bananaed before you
No,
even
I got
met
warned.
Irish, because that
No,
was your
you were warned.
profile picture.
No, I got warned, Molly. I got warned for using it, so that was the first warning, yeah. And then
What did the warning say?
I got bananaed for it. That's what I'm saying.
I would
What?
love to see this warning.
Yeah,
Right?
what did the
Okay.
warning say?
Okay, Molly. If I get this warning over to someone, will you then put up the actual restriction that I got, put it up and apologise? Yeah.
Yeah, what was the warning? Can you just tell us what the warning said?
For promoting GAMB. Yeah, that word. Yeah.
Oh, did it? Oh, that's what you got bananaed for.
Yes.
Yeah, so then it
Yes.
had
So, do
nothing
you
to do with
remember?
Irish's life then.
Yeah,
But
I
the
remember
first time,
why.
but the first time,
So,
I
JR, this is why. JR, this is why. Because when I put up the photo, you started talking about CASINO, and then you started talking about GAMBLE.
Yeah.
That's why. It's because you
no, I
started to
never.
use those words.
No, I never, because we wasn't speaking on them topics. There. What you
No,
want?
you did talk about it, because I
You
remember.
did.
No, we never,
Yeah, I
'cause we
remember you
wasn't on
did
the
as well.
topic. What you
No,
want?
when I put up your photo, JR, you started describing the photo.
No, Irish.
That's why you got bananas.
No, I never. No, I never. Oh,
JR,
Okay,
you
why
did.
would TikTok know where you are in that
I
photo?
said, why have you got a picture up of me for Irish? That's what I said.
And
No,
then you
because we all
described
remembered
it.
that.
And you were describing a picture of me, not me. You put it up there, not me. And you were saying, this is JR. This is how they have their haircuts in the UK. And this is him at CAS. Do you know what I mean? That word INO, yeah? You said that, okay? And this is him holding MONEY.
No, because I wouldn't
I
have
don't think
known
so.
that
Yes,
that's what
yes,
that
Irish.
was.
And
Yeah, no.
Irish, you will have that on your live still, on your replays. Please watch it.
I'm going to be very honest. Honestly, that looks like you're at a
Irish,
movie theater in the sense that over
oh,
your
Irish,
left,
you
over
haven't
your right,
making
hang
it.
on,
Irish,
JR, over your right shoulder to me looks like some sort of like giant bowl of popcorn. So I would
no.
never have guessed this was
No,
a
Irish, this is
It kind
CASINO.
of looks like he's at the
no,
bowling alleys.
Yeah,
no.
bowling alley, exactly. It looks more
When
like
you
a
first put that up,
concession
Irish,
stand in the background.
I feel
Irish,
like he's really obsessed with bowling. I can kind of see
Irish,
that.
let me finish, please,
What?
Irish.
What's
When,
that, JR?
when you first put this picture up, it was in its entirety. You could even see my shoes. Okay, you could even see everything there, the full picture. It wasn't like that, Irish.
It's called zooming in.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, when he first posted it, you could see the whole picture as I had it on my profile.
Okay, was there CASINO in the background?
Where you could see, I think, people in the background on the fuller picture in the background, yeah, to the right of the picture.
Okay, but you didn't see people at like a poker table or something.
I can't recall that. Let me get the picture up. Let me get it
Yeah,
up.
go look at the photo yourself because I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing about this photo that would make me think you're at a CASINO.
Well, Irish. Well, I think.
I think I remember laughing because I'm gonna be honest. There's at the fact that you're like one of these men who post photos of like.
Well, Irish. Well, I think.
I think I remember laughing at the fact that you're like one of these men who post photos of like fish on your dating
Yeah,
profile.
I remember that.
Well,
I feel like to TikTok, you would just look like you're at like a 13-year-old's birthday party at the bowling alley, you know?
Yeah, I think the problem was you used language that was describing the photo, and that's what got it.
Molly, by you saying that at a 13th, you're speaking about now, yeah, PDF. That's what you're trying to refer to me
No,
as.
I'm not.
Molly, and that
I'm
makes
saying at a bowling
what?
alley.
yeah, Molly, that makes you absolute vile to even think.
Wait, how did she make you sound like a P? Wait, when did she do that?
Birthday party. That's what you just said. So that's what's sick.
Oh,
about-
that does. Wait, hang on, JR. I actually kind of understand what she's saying. It kind of looks like a what is it called? Arcade game
Yeah,
place
this is
where
what I'm
where a
saying.
13-year-old would host their party. I understand what she means.
And also, the bowling alleys are full of kids who have birthday parties, and they have all these like.
It actually
lights in the
genuinely
background.
does look like a place where a kid would have their birthday. I actually
Exactly.
fully understand what
This
she
is
means.
why I said it. I never ever called you that.
Established CASINO. It's established one, okay, in Liverpool.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it.
It looks
doesn't
like a
it
bowling
in the full
alley.
picture. It does look like it. Of course it does.
But not
Yeah,
in
so
the
then what's the
photo. In the
problem?
photo, it looks like a concession stand in the background, for
I can't
goodness
see a
sake.
kid in there. What are you talking about? There's no kids in that picture. To
No,
even
but it looks like
Can
a
you grab the
bowling
full picture?
alley
Why would you say that when there's no kids in that picture?
because
Grab
it's
the
got all
full
these
photo,
like
Jerry.
LED
To be there,
lights.
to be
It
in
does
that,
not look like what you're,
Molly,
where
to be
you
there
claim you
where
were
I am,
at.
Molly, to be where I am on that picture, you have to be over 21 and have ID, okay? Because it is a CAS and have ID, okay? Because it is a CASINO. And it's
Yes,
not
but that's not
in
what we were
Liverpool.
saying, that it looked like a bowling
It
alley. So
doesn't.
I
It doesn't.
said,
That's what you're saying, Molly, in your twisted logic. You're trying.
I
It doesn't.
said,
That's what you're saying, Molly, in your twisted logic. You're trying to say that's what it looks like because you're trying to now call me a PDF.
no, I'm not.
Twisted fuck you are.
What?
Yeah, Molly, you are.
Okay, there goes JR using swear words at me. Lovely.
I will say
I
it.
mean, JR, if you get bananaed now, you understand that'll be your fault, right?
Yeah,
That's because you used a swear word at me, that's why. And you're claiming that I called you that when I never once said that.
Oh, you're bringing kids into the equation. Like, you're just weird. It's just
No,
strange.
No,
it's
she's
because
making fun of how pathetic the location looks, JR.
No,
yes,
not
it
at all.
looks like a kid's birthday party at a bowling alley because
No.
of the LED lights. I never said you were what you're claiming I
She's
did.
not wrong. Like, let me put it up again.
The way
She's
you're
not
saying
wrong.
the way
Yeah,
you're
can we
saying
put it up
is
again? Because it
ridiculous.
does look like a bowling alley. Look,
It
with all
looks
the
like
bright
I could
lights.
imagine. I could imagine a man walking in the background with like a big furry suit
Right.
on him,
Irish,
pretending to be like a
Irish,
caricature or something.
So, Irish, post the first one that you posted of the big screen of me.
I don't have it, but do you want to add me on
it.
Snapchat, JR?
I don't want to get you on Snapchat. No, I don't. I'll get someone else who's not linked to you. I'll send it to them. Okay. I don't want.
JR,
Why
you
don't you know
cannot
to link with
deny.
me?
I don't want to link with you, Irish, because you're the fucking freak. You're the freak, mate. And also, Irish, right, I'll tell you what
Isn't
as well.
Snapchat made for freaks?
Irish,
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of the
what you
disappearing
said as well.
photos.
What you said as well, Irish, yeah, about 100 people on an island, yeah. You said that JR is basically, yeah, promoting.
I was 100% correct with that analogy.
That's what you said about the 100 men on an island and 100 women on an island. Remember that, Irish, when we first had that argument?
Yeah, that analogy was perfect.
No, it was not perfect. We
I
should
think
never-
it was perfect.
No, it
JR,
wasn't.
you still don't even understand the analogy.
Right, you're about pro-life and pro-choice, aren't you?
That's not what the analogy was about.
Pro-life and pro-choice, that's what you were speaking about, Irish.
No, you were talking about homosexuality being wrong because you're not able to procreate, and I tried to explain to you is the
Irish,
real
what I said,
value of life
The whole
procreation.
reason, Irish, the whole reason, may I say, the whole reason why this started is because I said, and I still
No, we're talking about the debate. We're talking about that analogy specifically.
Yeah, Irish, we're going to get to that.
Why
straight
did
away.
I make that analogy?
You made it because I said, because you said something to me. Well, wait there, JR. Do you feel that being gay puts the human species at risk or worse to that effect?
You're going to get bananaed again.
Feel that being gay.
You go saying those words that we told you not to say.
Wait there, Irish. Wait there a minute. So I can't say the word GAY.
Because
No, it's a
TikTok,
TikTok sensitive word.
So how do I
You
refer?
can say it, but don't
we can't
GAY.
reverse it
You can
because
just
you
say
said
that.
it.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. GAY.
But don't
okay.
complain if you get bananaed. It's not on me.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're gonna get. Well, if you do get bananaed, it's because
Well, come on, Irish. Shall I drop down and come back in then? Because that's what saves it. Let me drop now.
Sure,
and
if you
come
want to do that.
actually,
Yeah,
JR,
go ahead.
I have a quick question before you go.
back. Wait there. Let me drop.
Okay.
I'll come back in. I promise you.
I'm gonna ask how the hell he got me saying it looked like a bowling alley to me apparently saying he was PDF.
Well, I mean, remember he said that my analogy made him look like he was a predator. Like he doesn't want to be associated in any way with certain things.
It's just JR, are you back
First of
or are you
all-
still?
No.
What was the Molly had a question for you.
I do. I just wanted to. People in the comments said that I should probably just bring this up, and I agree. The whole bowling alley thing. How can you get that and then jump straight to me calling you PDF?
You said for no reason whatsoever. You said it looks like either I'm an entertainer or something out of
No, I
30.
didn't. I did not once
You
utter those
said-
words. I
you
said it looked
something
like you
about
were at a 13-year-old's
Molly,
birthday party
Molly,
in a bowling
you
alley.
Molly, you said something about a 13-year-old kid's party. You said.
Yes, because it looks like it because of the LED
doesn't.
lights, and you look like you're in a bowling alley.
No, it doesn't, because I'm at CAS.
JR,
Yes,
it
but
definitely
it
does.
doesn't look like that.
Anyway, let's just move forward 1 second, right? Because you're making no sense
Wait,
whatsoever.
JR, that looks like a bowling alley.
No, it does
And with
not.
all the red lights and all the little chairs and things in the background, that looks like
Exactly.
Iris,
Do you think that
when
looks
a
more
bowling
like
alley.
a CASINO, or do you think it looks more like a bowling alley, JR?
I would say, from where I am holding that, yes, it does look like a CASINO, definitely.
Okay,
That's
Then
what
you're
would you like me
completely
to take a
delusional.
poll?
Right, Irish, listen to me.
No,
Put
no,
the
let's take a poll.
no,
Let's take a poll, JR.
no, wait
Let's
there,
take a
wait there,
poll.
Irish.
Hang on, we're gonna take. Hang on,
We're
JR.
gonna
We're
do a
gonna take a
poll.
poll.
We're
If
gonna
you
do a
think it
poll.
looks like a
okay,
bowling
good,
alley
good.
or the location of a 13-year-old's birthday party, one or the other. If you think it looks like a bowling alley or the location of a 13-year-old's birthday party, give me a smiley face. If you think it looks like a CASINO, give me crying emoji. So if it looks like a bowling alley, give me smiley face. If it looks like a, CASINO, give me crying emoji. There you go. You
Said
got
no
one.
one ever.
This ain't going to be a fair poll, though, is it? Let's have it right. It's not going to be a fair
Why?
poll.
JR, that does not look like what you're describing.
Right, 1 second, right, yeah?
Why would it not be a fair poll?
Why don't you put the picture up in its entirety, Irish? Why not?
Because you didn't send it to me on Snapchat.
Irish, shut up, mate. You already had it.
I don't have the full photograph. I don't have it readily
You
available.
must have went on my...
JR, we don't tend to take loads of pictures of your profile and make them our background and draw little
Oh,
hearts
he
and
did. That's
squiggly
exactly what he... That's
stars
exactly what
around
he did
it.
do. Molly, that's exactly what he did do. I promise that's what he
JR,
did.
do you think I just have a photo of you on ready to pull up anytime you join my live?
Why did you use it then?
He
So why
thinks he has a photo album dedicated to you or
did you
something.
did you or did you not put a full picture of me up? Like the full picture of me up, right? Yeah, when we were
I don't
discussing.
recall, to be honest, JR.
Yes, you
Do you have a
did.
screenshot of me doing that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can you send it to me on Snapchat?
I have the screenshot.
Oh, JR, have a look at the poll. Did you see that? 32 people thought it looked like a 13-year-old's birthday party at a bowling alley.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, well, 32
Why do
people
you
say
think
otherwise.
why do you think this is not a unbiased poll?
It's on because it's on your platform and the way you're saying it. Obviously, Irish, no matter what, even if it said CASINO with big lights behind me, they still wouldn't go with it. They'll just say they couldn't see it. Or you'll
So do you think everyone who follows me is like a mindless minion who'll do whatever it is
I
they
think a
think
lot
I
of
want?
people.
I ask them to
well.
answer the question honestly and tell them that it really means a lot to me. Would they then do
They will
vote
go. They
freely?
will swing. They will swing with your narrative. Of course they will. How can you deny it, mate? Come on, please be real with you. Be real.
Have
Be
you
real.
ever thought that my narratives are just closer
Irish,
to
a
the
minute ago,
truth
you
than
just
yours?
denied to me. A minute ago, you just denied to me, JR. Why would I go onto your profile, screenshot it, and put it up on my wall? What do you think? What do you think I need to do that for? And that's
That's
exactly
not what I said.
No,
That's not
we
what I
said
said.
that he doesn't go take photos and have a whole photo album where he draws little hearts and little stars around it.
I didn't say photos. I said
Exactly.
photo.
Joey's on your side, and Joey's a regular in here.
Joey, be for real. Come on, that looks like a bowling alley.
JR, I have a question. Am I right in saying that on your right elbow, those are red plastic chairs, and on your left elbow, those are green plastic chairs?
They're not
Is that
plastic
correct or
They
not?
are, that's what I'm saying. They look like plastic chairs.
That chair behind me, by the way, is not plastic. They're not plastic
Okay,
chairs.
do you agree they look plastic from here?
Not necessarily. It could be anything, couldn't they? It could be wood.
They look like neon plastic
Green wood?
chairs. And also, they're really small and really short, hence
That's
why
it.
it looked
Exactly.
like a birthday party. Because it looked
J-
like
JR,
kids could sit on them.
JR, just relax. Hear me out. Do
am
you
relaxed.
agree that it's not an unreasonable interpretation to think that under your right elbow is a pink chair, plastic chair,
Irish,
and under
that
your
actually
green elbow is a
behind me there,
green
right, yeah,
plastic
is an online
chair?
slot machine. That thing behind me is an online slot machine, and that is the chair in front of it. And you have to be over 21 to go in Irish. Okay?
You're not answering my question. Do
Doesn't
you
matter, I don't
agree
need to
that those
answer
two look
anything.
like
I
plastic
don't have to
chairs?
answer anything, right, Irish, to satisfy your.
I'm trying to justify what Molly's saying. So look at also the chair. Look at the
Irish,
chair under your
never
right
had.
elbow.
Irish, put the picture up. Put the full picture up now. Put it
Oh,
up now.
just answer
Do
the
it now.
question,
No, I
bro.
will not, Molly. No, I will not. Listen to me, Irish, right? Get me someone's account, right, yeah, that I can send a picture to and put it up in its entirety. Do it now.
It's got to be Snapchat, though, remember?
Do it now. Well, what
It's
else
got
can
to
it
be
be on?
Snapchat.
Well, what else can it be on? WhatsApp, what else can it be on?
Any other thing but Snapchat.
You can't send it over here. It's impossible to send over here.
Joey, just
Irish,
come
let's
on
go.
up here then if you're going to
Irish,
be like that.
Irish, it was before New Year's Eve, so just scroll through your little gallery there, my friend, and God knows what's on your gallery, my friend, yeah? We'll just scroll down to before New Year's Eve, which I think was the 27th, if I'm not mistaken, yeah? So please have a look and get the picture that you posted up, the big picture, because you put it up in two formats. That's the third format, actually, you put it up in. The first one was me, yeah, and it was zoomed quite out. The second one was either zoomed in or cropped, and it was right there, a full picture of me, and I seen it. I screenshotted it as well.
JR, breathe.
I don't need to breathe. I'm all right.
Breathe.
So please, Irish, find it, please, and put it up as you did on that day.
Only if you breathe and calm down.
I'm already breathing. Don't worry about it, Molly. I'm breathing just fine.
Oh, I don't think you are.
Well, I am breathing. Trust me, I am breathing.
I really worry about you and the amount of oxygen you're getting in when you go on these rants.
It's more. It must be my ADHD just kicking in.
Um,
Maybe technically, or my PTSD kicking in. One or the other, or maybe both.
I have PTSD and I don't do that, but okay.
I have complex PTSD.
So do I.
Yeah. Have you been actually diagnosed with that? Have you?
Yeah, I have actually.
Okay. And what do you have for
Finally
that?
got it.
Sorry?
That's not it, Irish.
No, well, can you give me a moment? Jesus.
What did you
Okay,
say,
hang on.
JR?
No, Irish. No, that's not. That's still not it.
I know. Give me a moment.
Joey, it's not passion if he's not stopping to
No,
breathe.
Irish. That's
You
not
can't
it.
see your head, unfortunately, but that's the
Irish.
best I
No, that
got.
wasn't it, Irish. That
Look
wasn't it.
how small those stools are.
Irish. Irish.
Come
Listen to me.
on.
Irish, listen to me, right? Yeah. First of all, that's not how you posted it. Okay, it's been altered. The coloration's been altered significantly. Yeah. When you first posted,
Hang on. You're not noticing, but if you look down in the bottom left-hand corner, JR, do you see where it says the word Irish in the bottom left-hand corner? That's
yeah.
doubled up because this is literally a screenshot from what I showed. This is a
Irish,
screenshot from the live itself.
Let me hold there. Let me go and get.
Did you hear what I just said? Let me
Irish,
show you.
let me get the picture up. Give me 1 second. Don't put me down. 1 sec.
Irish, I can't. And then there was
Okay,
one.
JR, I got a better option for you, JR. Better option.
Thank you. It looks like a soft play area. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a place where you take kids.
Yeah, look how small those stools are. What adult
Yeah,
is sitting
exactly.
on them?
JR, I'm not sure if like you've updated your photograph or something, but if you look right here, it says Irish in the bottom left-hand corner and host in the top left-hand corner.
Irish, she's too busy putting a little Snapchat filter on it.
Is there like a CASINO Snapchat filter?
Probably, or he's just trying to find like the preset coloring things to make it look a little bit more like that.
That does not look. I don't know. I'm not good.
I really don't see that.
Look at what Soggy Granola just said. Where's that picture taken? My son's birthday's coming up.
This is what I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, Chuck E. Cheese. I wasn't saying Chuck E. Cheese because that's an American reference, but that's exactly what I was thinking about.
In the UK, in loads of our bowling alleys, there is like a soft play area and it looks exactly like that. Like for a minute, I had to do a double take because I thought that was my local bowling alley.
I gotta admit, you said that I made you more red today. In this photo from the original live, you look purple. Like you look full on actually purple.
He changes colour.
I've just seen it there, right? Yeah, I've got the screenshots and everything.
Wait, JR, my first question for you is, do you see in my photo where it has a double Irish in the bottom left-hand corner? Do you see that?
I can see Irish in the bottom corner.
And do you see where it says host double up in the top left-hand corner?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, that's because this is a screenshot of my live from a month ago.
Right, Irish. It's not the same colour, like the skin tone and the same.
I know you look more purple. You look like you're out of breath.
Irish,
Or you're about
the one
to...
that you post up, right? Yeah,
That's probably because he hasn't been breathing, Irish. I told you.
One Irish, right? Yeah, looks different compared to what I've got.
Yeah, I know
here.
you look less purple. You look more human.
One
I'll
second.
post your regular one. Hang on.
Yeah, can any other Brits look up, like 10-pin bowling alleys and, see if we can.
Well, hang on.
Yeah, can any other Brit find this place? Because that, like the
Yeah, it's the same
carpet, the
photo.
stools,
Irish, that's too red. It looks nothing like that. The actual picture I put up here,
Yeah, it's the same
carpet, the
photo.
stools.
yeah, sorry, on my profile picture, is not like that whatsoever.
All right, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I got. Like, it's not like I took time
And,
to edit it.
and the
Maybe there
screenshot
should be
I've
an
got,
ad for Specsavers.
yeah, this is Irish, this is right, yeah. And the screenshot, yeah, that I've got that you put up is nothing like that either. You've obviously toned it up like that to look like the devil, red with the horn. Only Irish. Okay.
Irish, look at Claire's comment.
Oh, hang on, I'm laughing at Joey.
Maybe the
being a shit
kids have been
star.
chasing him around the ball pit.
I mean, I
I
don't
can see
know
JR in a
why.
ball pit.
Word is configuration. I'm not sure if that's the correct word. Is it configuration or something where you enhance or when you actually tune up the picture and you can change the color of it and all that? Yeah, because I've got the real picture here.
JR, are you accusing me of
Yeah, definitely.
digitally editing your photographs?
Of course I am, and you quite clearly have.
Why
There.
would I do that?
Ask yourself the question. The best person to ask is the man in the mirror,
JR,
right?
he's not obsessed with you like you are with him.
Okay, Molly. Okay, whatever you say. But I've got the screenshot. Irish. I've got the screenshot off your actual live from that night. Yeah, your actual live with the picture of me, and the color tone is nothing like that whatsoever.
I don't know what to tell you. Someone literally just sent this to me, just to be clear.
Well, okay then, but if obviously
Can the person who sent this to me
why would I
identify yourself in the comments?
Why would I post a picture of me that
Hang
looks?
on. Actually, don't do it yet. Hang on.
Also, Joey's saying,
I
look
was
how
gonna
much
write
money
now.
he's holding up. You know that, like, your average, like, person could just have that in their purse. You could just take it out of your purse, hold it up, take a picture in the bowling alley, and there you go.
There's money on the floor, Molly. There's money on the floor as well.
No, I'm just seeing a 10-pin
Well, maybe it's
bowling
kids'
carpet.
money.
No.
What doesn't that support the idea of kids' money? Like, because wouldn't you have kids' money in a CASINO? Are you gonna have real money on the ground? No.
Of course.
That makes me think it's monopoly money.
Ooh.
So
right? Like, why would you have real money on the ground? That makes no sense.
When you actually get your print off and you go to the casino
Wait,
cashier.
JR, the kids weren't showering you in money, were they?
They probably were.
You are sick. You are a sick, twisted man.
That's weird. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
Irish. Why does everything have to come back around to that, Irish? Why? It's weird. It is strange.
Because you're so focused on trying to like misunderstand people to make it this whole thing, like saying that I called you a PDF when I never did. I said it looked like a bowling alley at 13-year-old's birthday party.
But it doesn't know that's the thing.
It does. 32 people versus 2, which was probably you and all your alt accounts.
That behind me is actually an online slot machine.
Okay, but conveniently we can't see that.
Okay, it's there. It's right behind me there. Big slot
Hang on,
there.
let me
Oh
zoom
no, I'm
in.
just seeing a big
Right.
screen that could be displaying a menu at a bowling alley.
If you have a look at it, it's taller than me. Okay.
We'll zoom in to get a better look.
Have a look.
Unfortunately, my phone is overheating because of all the...
It's just,
Okay, there we go.
an arcade machine or something.
Okay, what are you saying we're looking at? Because what I see is a big tub of popcorn and a concession stand.
A big tub of popcorn. You're insane.
What is that then? What is that then?
It looks like
That looks like something that's marketing food to a
like
child.
the back of a chair on another platform, Irish. The back of a chair or something.
Wait, that stripy thing is the back of a chair? No way.
Might be. It could be.
No, it's not, JR.
No, it's not.
Well, I guarantee it ain't popcorn because I'm not in an actual bowling alley.
That is a
How much
bucket
money
of
is that?
popcorn.
I can't see. How much money is that?
I
It's
won a few bags that night.
probably
Irish.
only something like maybe like just over 100 quid. But you could
I was
have
about to say,
that.
are those 20s?
They are 20s.
Jared, I'm not trying to be rude because I don't want to mock people who don't have a lot of money and all that. But like, is £100 a ton of money for you?
No, Irish, £100.
You could have that in your purse. You could just whip it out, or your wallet, or whatever.
Yeah, and they all stick together.
Yeah,
right?
but they're still £20.
They are £20, yeah, but there's more than £100. I guarantee it, and there's more than.
Not by much.
Okay, so there you go. I had a good night.
How much do you think was there?
Well, altogether, Irish, that night, I can't count it right now because I don't know exactly how much is there right now. Yeah. But that night I won about 2.5 bags, which is 2.5 grand. And I spent,
I'm not gonna lie. You know what it kind of gives me the vibe of, and I'm not trying to get weird or anything like that. It almost, God, this is gonna come off weird, but like it almost feels like you're in a kid's birthday zone, pretending to be a 13-year-old boy, and this is the money that all the parents have given you, and this is you showing off the money you got for your birthday.
JR just went around to all the parents at the big tables being like, can I have a £20 note so I can take a picture and look really cool so I can show all my friends?
That's what it feels like a bit.
That's what I did, yeah, because you can see all the parents and kids in the background, can't you?
Yeah, I can see the little stools that the kids would have sat on, yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
the popcorn that you've eaten.
Yeah, and your red LED lights. I think just a bit more to the right is where all the
Why
parents
don't
would have
you,
been
Molly,
sat.
because you're from the UK, why don't you type in Grosvenor, Casino, okay, yeah? Liverpool.
Okay,
Sorry,
1 second, I'll do that.
sorry, say that again.
Grosvenor, Cas, yeah, Ino, yeah, Liverpool, and have a look at the actual interior of that building.
Someone please look that up.
Please do it, please.
Someone please, because there is no way.
Yeah, yes way, Molly, yes way.
No.
Yeah, I swear down on my family's life, that's what you will see.
Someone also look at Liverpool bowling alleys or roller skating rinks or something. Oh, no way, it's next to a bowling alley. How convenient. Irish, please tell me you've heard that. You've seen that.
It's in Liverpool, okay?
It's apparently it's right next to a bowling alley though.
I didn't see that. I didn't go there. So if it is, that's just a coincidence. I was in there.
That's a very, very funny coincidence, isn't it?
Not really, no.
It's pretty funny that it looks really a lot like a bowling alley and you just so happen to be next to one.
Let me Google it as well. Let me Google it there.
Oh my gosh, this has been my entertainment for the week.
JR, can you come back? JR, are you back?
I'm here. Let me just look at something. Wait there. Hold it 1 second.
Irish,
Yes.
did you... Oh no. Oh, Claire said she's messing. Oh, I thought you were being serious. I got so excited.
I mean,
Oh,
all
no.
I did was look up. Oh my God, my phone is overheating. Maybe I should drop and come back. Come on.
No, don't.
Okay, no, good. So, JR, can you come back and just explain this to me? Why is it when I look it up, the very first thing that comes up is about its amusement arcade?
Not it. That's not it.
Look at, hang on, JR. I'm not trying to fight with you, but it literally says amusement arcade at the Grosvenor, Casino, Great Yarmouth.
I don't know where you're
And
getting
it
that.
says, while on holiday,
That's
I can't quite read it. I
TripAdvisor.
became frustrated with the website's POKER schedule button, blah, blah, blah. And then it says, I was stunned to be told. And then it says, surely this turns a CASISNO into an amusement. Already has an excess of amusement arcades.
Full of shit, Irish.
What do you mean? This is what literally came up.
That's on TripAdvisor, JR. You've got
What am I
no way
lying
of getting
about?
out of this.
Wait, now,
JR, are you claiming that I fabricated a TripAdvisor review in like the 2 minutes?
In 2018 as well.
And I went back in time 7 years, JR? Does that make any sense? Like, JR, your conspiracy theories are wild.
What does it say? Liverpool on there and Grosvenor. Where? Where does it say it? You're lying.
Sure. See where it says amusement arcade?
Right, 1 sec. Let me zoom in.
See where it says amusement arcade? See where it has the 5 dots and one of them is green? Right above that. It also says it in the top right-hand corner where it's showing things to do, CASINOs and GAMBLING, and then it says Grosvenor. Do you see it?
Oh.
It's definitely a CASINO, and you've got to be over 21.
That's what the review said, but it looks like what we were all saying. This amusement arcade, bowling alley.
promise you,
Kids'
it's not.
birthday
I
party
don't know why.
vibe.
The thing is, though, it hasn't got any arcades in there. They're actually online slot machines.
That's
So
not what
no
that
baby
review
in there.
says.
That's not what Google says.
It's well,
Google
it's
says
First thing that
otherwise.
came up.
well. Why don't you go on the official website? The official website, yeah.
We're not going on an
Well, I
official
mean,
website
why would I
where
not
it's
trust the
obviously
people
going
who
to.
visit the location?
Go on the official
Wouldn't that
website
make more sense, JR?
and have a look at the review in there and have a look at the pictures. Actually, go on Liverpool, right? Yeah, CASINO Grosvenor, yeah, and then go inside
Oh, God.
and then go from in there, okay? And have a look at the age to be in there. Have a look at the age as well. It
Yeah,
should
but
tell
what we were saying is that it looks like an amusement arcade.
what you say it looks like in your perspective and what it actually is are two totally different things. Okay,
Well,
Molly?
actually, 32 people thought it looked like it, and so does that person who went there.
32
So,
people out of how many? 100 out of 100, yeah.
out of 100, what?
32 people, did you say? Out of
No,
100?
in our poll, the poll that we did, do you remember?
Yeah, but what's the
32
percentage of-
people versus 2 people agreed with me. And
Okay.
then Irish has just found a review and they were saying the same thing.
Well, the situation's this, okay? Like I just said to you, what you're saying or what you're trying to insinuate is incorrect, okay? Because it is actually a CASINO.
Yeah, but can you not see why it looks like
No,
what
I
we're
can't.
saying it is?
Not really, no, because you could, I suppose you could say it looks like a lot of things, but it's not. It's actually what I said it was.
But
okay?
look at the height of the stools. Look at the
That's because
really
they're in the background.
grotty carpet.
Because they're in the background and I'm in the foreground. That's why.
What?
It's because they're in the background. That's why they probably look smaller than what they are, because they're relative to the size in the
That
background.
stool looks like it's up to your knees.
Right, it's in the background. I'm standing in front of it. It's a camera shot, okay?
But it's not going to be like hip height, is it?
It depends where the camera angle is.
JR,
I mean,
come on. You're not even that far away from it.
I'm right in front of it, to be fair. Yeah, it's behind me. So
Yeah,
what
exactly.
I'm saying,
You're right in front of it. You're not far away
what-
from it.
what
It's
I'm
not
saying
going to
to
be
you-
like up to your hip when it looks like it's
I'm
up
right
to
in
your
front of it
knee.
in regards to the foreground. I'm right in front of it, yeah? So what I'm trying to say is, in the background, it could be distorted, the size of it, okay? But I guarantee you now, it's over 21s. That's my point.
JR, I'm convinced you just don't listen to people.
I always listen to people, Molly, constantly.
I don't think you do, my love. I really
I
don't
agree with
think you
Molly
do.
on this one,
Is that all you can find on it, yeah? Is that all you can find on it?
No, I'm
Funny
just saying
enough,
that
I really
I
don't
agree with
think you
Molly
do.
on this one.
I'm not sure many people visit it.
Many people
Yeah,
visit it.
I just
What, you and your whole friend group?
I'm a little
Many
confused
people,
by
I think
like,
it's open 7 days a week.
are you suggesting that like we fabricated this screenshot?
That is just, I don't know what. Yeah, it's good. I don't know what the hell's going on there.
But you still can't see where we're coming
There's
from.
not one amusement arc unless they're referring to the actual online slot machines being arcades, which they are not. So they're obviously misleading you with that. Because I don't think it's
Misleading us.
because
Yeah, I don't know.
I
It
don't-
seems sus.
I don't think it's actually the CASINO putting that on there. I think it's the person
JR,
doing
my
it.
question is are you now suggesting this is another form of my manipulation?
No, Irish. What I'm saying is, it's funny. Even I'm laughing at how you pulled that up. Yeah, it's genius. Okay, how you pulled that up there. But I can categorically tell you now, here and now, it's over 21s, and there's not one amusement arcade in there. Not one amusement arcade in there. Not one. That's why I said go
Yeah,
on.
we're not saying it is. We're saying it looks like it.
No, it's not. But it's not. Where you can
Okay,
say
yeah.
there's not one amusement arcade in there.
But it looks like it.
It
The
doesn't
key
look
word
like it
here
at all.
is looks.
You're the very first person to say it ever.
Okay,
Okay.
but 32 versus 2 people agreed with us, and so did this person.
And
who
one
went.
person said they made a mistake, so it's really 33 versus 1.
There you go. Oh, so it was just you who voted. Oh, that's kind of sad.
Ward, I don't think you messaged my Discord. I just checked.
It was just you who voted. Oh, that's kind of sad.
I checked in the Purgatory chat and my DMs. I don't see you.
JR like scrambling to find a review that says it looks just like a CAS.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a place where a PDF would hang
No,
out.
this is for adults only. We definitely don't host just like a CAS. It's birthday parties.
It so has the lighting of like I don't know what the UK equivalent is. In America, we would just say Chuck E. Cheese. But yeah, it just looks like a bowling
Um,
alley slash arcade.
we don't really have like those things in the UK, to be honest. Like the ones that if you were like having a birthday party and you're like, 13, 12, 13, you would go to your local bowling alley, you would go to the cinema, or you might go, to like a indoor water park or something. We don't really have like dedicated places, which is why most companies have like a birthday party package. It's like, oh, we'll give you a discount if you book a birthday party or something. And actually, one of my old jobs that I worked at had like or something, and actually one of had like decorations in storage for birthday parties. So whenever someone would come and say, oh, I've got a birthday party going on, we would take all these like balloons out and banners out. So most places just have those things, these like balloons out and banners out already. So
Oh, so maybe this is a casino that uses its event space for kids' birthday parties on the weekend or something.
yeah.
That could make more sense. That's why it would look like a kids' entertainment venue while also being appropriate for CASINO. That makes
Do
sense.
you think it has a mobile soft play area though, like in a little ball pit that
Appropriate for.
you can just wheel in and out of
I mean, I'm
storage?
convinced that's what it is in the
Oh my
background.
God, Molly, you're twisted, you girl.
Twisted. It looks
Like one
like.
of them little ball things, those little ball pits that you jump into,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying, Joe.
And
That's
it,
why you
where
look
you have to take
purple.
your
You're
shoes
out
and
of breath
socks off,
from running
with like a
around the
little
ball pit.
bouncy castle. You have to take your shoes and socks, or your shoes off, should I say? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Wait,
need another
JR,
good
are you
bouncy
seriously
castle.
suggesting that Molly is also manipulative
Of course she is,
and
without
a
a doubt.
good manipulator?
And she's funny at it. To be honest with you, she's funny at it as well. Yeah.
Oh
But
really?
yeah, of course you
So
are.
does is
Without a
everyone
doubt.
Oh,
around you just like a
thanks,
Molly,
manipulator? Is
JR.
everyone
made
you
me
meet
laugh.
on
You made me
TikTok a
laugh.
manipulator?
Pardon?
Is everyone you meet on TikTok a master manipulator?
I wouldn't say everyone. No, not everyone. But there's
A master manipulator?
I wouldn't say every. Some. I'd say the minority are. Yeah, I'd say they are.
No.
But yeah, don't take it offensively, because it was no malice in it whatsoever. But yeah, I guarantee you, it's over 21s, and you have to have ID to get in there. Not
That's
no
so
kids allowed.
Are
cute.
you
Thank
sure
you.
there's no bowling alley in there
You
whatsoever?
type, yeah. Listen to me, Irish. If you just type in Liverpool Liverpool
We
Grosvenor,
did, and
G
that's the
A
review
I,
that
S
j-
it
I
came
N
up.
O. Yeah, and
JR, I just did. I
It's
just
got Leo.
got
Listen to me.
JR.
It's got Leo underneath
JR,
it.
I
No,
just got
no,
one.
no, no,
JR, you're right.
no,
I just got one.
no.
I just got one. You're right. I just got a photograph and it does sort of explain it a bit more. I apologize.
Oh, do you
What?
see the ball pit?
Yeah, okay.
No, 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 not at all.
Irish,
Oh.
there's bar
But I
pictures
mean,
too.
it's a bit of a damning photograph, to be fair, though.
What do
Irish,
you
yeah.
mean?
JR, this is taken from the Grosvenor CASINO activities website that
Oh
advertises their
God.
kids bowling alley in the downstairs basement area.
I'm
Yeah.
screaming.
I'm not gonna lie, despite the fact that the fake tan is only applied on the face, there is a strong resemblance between this young man and yourself. Is that just
that,
a coincidence?
that
Actually,
is
one
a
difference.
coincidence.
JR
That,
looked a
yeah.
little bit more purple in the other
Did I get a
photos. He
strike
might
that
have.
day? I can't remember if I got
You
a
did.
strike that day, Irish.
Oh, so you do admit being there then?
Of course, mate. Yeah, if you say so. That's
Okay,
me.
so then I'm not manipulating and Molly's not manipulating. You've just been lying the entire
Yeah,
time,
and
correct?
you said that I called you a PDF for nothing.
Oh my God, Irish.
Because
That's
you were literally just to the left a little bit in your little shirt and your uniform doing some bowling.
oh, was I? Yeah, okay. Fair enough, Emily.
I have a
I
question
like, I
because
like to believe
I
that.
my
I do
phone is
believe that.
I don't know if my phone is overheating from grabbing these screenshots or from the hotness of this photograph, Jared. But you do think that you are going to be a competent adversary. What do you think is the chance you're going to beat me in a debate on Sunday?
Well, Irish,
Hmm.
obviously you're good at all this, yeah. I'm brand new to it. I'm brand new to all this, yeah. So obviously you've got the advantage. I never said you never. You
I'm
have.
surprised because you've been, stalking his live so much. You would think that you'd
You'd
actually
pick up
pick up a
something.
few more tips.
Yeah.
Really, because I'm not trying to copy or like fabricate him in any way. I
Watch
was
it be the exact same, like,
You
screen
don't want to
grabs and
fabricate my
everything from all your
competence?
lives, Irish.
I don't want to, right? Yeah, copy you, Irish. I've got my own tone. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but obviously you are well versed in these situations. That's what I've already admitted. I've already said that, have I not?
I understand that. So are you agreeing that you're very likely going to lose on Sunday?
It's debatable, Irish. We'll see how it goes, mate. Even if I did, Irish, even if I did, I'd be the best second you ever have. That's all I can say. That's all I can
Ugh.
say. But
No,
Irish,
Irish, I think what's actually going to happen is the minute he realizes that he looks a bit silly up there, he's going to be texting every single friend he knows to come up on the live and come help him again.
well,
And
I
it's going to
promise I
result in
will.
Well,
the same
No, I will
situation where he
not.
falls out for all of
well,
them.
on that note,
Excuse
am
me, I'm
I
a lone
allowed
wolf.
to tag someone in on my behalf if I so deem it necessary?
What's that? Say it again, Irish. You're allowed to text someone, did you
Am
say?
I allowed to tag someone in if I so deem it necessary?
If you
Because
want.
I would like my tag team partner to be Kenzie on Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I would love to see that.
Irish, you can bring someone in with you, not a problem, mate. You can bring someone in with you,
Okay,
not a
but that
problem.
means you have to bring a debate partner.
Okay. Okay, I'll bring someone in with me. Yeah, not a problem. Because people do want to
Right.
come in on Sunday, and I've discussed it with them.
JR,
But
who are you picking?
don't take offence, Irish, right? Yeah, to the name of the account, because I've done the name of the account. Obviously, I think you'll
Is it
despise.
up the raw?
All I'll say, Irish, I think it's quite humorous myself. Yeah, so the account's been done.
I'm sure we'll find it hilarious. What is it?
No, you'll see on Sunday, won't you? When you come over.
JR, what's with all this, like, secrets? Just tell us now. Otherwise, it's just boring.
You'll wait.
That's so weird. You won't tell
Yeah,
me even the name of
Kenzie,
the
it
account.
is. The guy who's been saying he's setting up his
Why is that,
platform
Irish?
for the
Because
past month.
no,
Why
Irish,
would you not tell me the name of your account? Like that is genuinely weird. Why
no,
is that a secret?
Irish, listen to me, right? Tomorrow you're going to get the topics, and then on Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday night, okay? It'll be all systems go ready for Sunday.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no. I need to know your account for Friday for me to advertise it in my Discord.
No, you don't. No, you do
I,
not.
I do. I don't do. So this is a rule that I have. Everyone knows this rule. For
You
me to
liar. No, you
no,
don't.
no,
JR, it
everyone
is a
knows.
rule,
No, because
actually.
Yeah,
Irish,
it's a
you've come
2 day.
over. No. You
Jr.
came
Jr.
over.
Jr. Just listen to me. Jr. Just listen to me.
Go
I
on.
give everyone in my Discord 2 days notice, and the reason for that is due to time zones. Some people are watching us from Australia, and so I always give everyone 2 days notice in terms of where and when we're going to be having debates. That is
Right.
true. So if you said we're going to have a debate, I think you said 6 p.m. on Sunday, or did you say 8 p.m.? 8 p.m. I think you said.
Yeah,
So that
time, Irish.
that
My time will be 8 p.m. My time.
so
Your
that would
time.
mean that by Friday 8 p.m. I just need to know the topics and I need to know the location because I
But I
need to
feel like we should know the
advertise the
topics
live.
now.
You'll
I don't
know this.
understand why we don't. It's
I
frustrating,
think we
but
should. I think it's only fair.
How long have you been on Irish's platform for, Molly?
What do you mean?
How long have you been on Irish's platform? Exactly what he said. How
But,
long have
you
you?
like,
mean joining my
specify.
debates? You mean
Yeah, how long have you been on his lives for? Debates for? You know exactly what I'm saying.
Wait, this
no? Because there's a
exact
difference
live or in
between.
general?
Oh my God, Molly, just answer the question. Jesus
Well, no,
Christ.
I'm
Jr. There's also a difference between watching the lives versus joining the lives.
How long have you been taking part, participating in Irish's lives for?
taking part as in joining the panel. Not
Forget the
very
question.
long.
Forget the question. Forget it. Forget it. You just can't answer the straight question.
No, I'm thinking. Irish, what would you say? It was around
At least
Christmas
2 months.
time?
I would
But
have said
like
it's about
I've
2 months.
been watching Irish's live for like nearly a year, to be fair.
Nearly a
Um,
year.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, but then I'd only started like coming on
I think it was
when
before
Irish
Christmas for sure in my
yeah,
head.
it was. When Irish was doing like the little mystery ones like John Benet Ramsey and things, which was I think
So
like
definitely before
pre-Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Because it sounds like you're obviously a solid member, should I say, a loyal member, a loyal follower.
What does
Um,
that mean, Jr.?
yeah, I would like to know what that means.
A loyal disciple, well-behaved disciple.
So you're
Disciple.
saying that she's a woman who has no independence and/or intelligence of her own?
I would say she's got some of her own, but it's heavily influenced by you. Yes, the narrative is heavily influenced by you, without a doubt. Would you say it's
That's
not?
Wait, hasn't she
Would you
been
deny
doing
it?
most of the talking?
Would you deny it? Would you deny it,
Yeah,
Irish?
I would deny it.
Okay, well, you would, wouldn't you? Well, you would. And if so, if everybody
What's
Irish,
the evidence? Wait, what's the evidence of her just being a mindless minion following me? What's the evidence of that?
The evidence is, Irish, that she seems to lean heavily towards your way of thinking on just about everything that you say,
Wasn't I the one who said it looked like a bowling alley?
which has been displayed, Irish, for the whole
Wait,
time.
I'm the one who followed
Well,
her.
Molly, first of all,
She's the
Molly,
one who said it looks like you're in a Chuck E.
Molly,
Cheese
first of all,
and you're in like a kid's playpen.
Molly, first of all, I come on here to speak to Irish, and I've ended up being diverted speaking to you. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I've ended up being diverted speaking to you. So really,
Ooh.
I've got a large proportion of it as well, so to speak. So you have actually got.
Yeah, because you said that I called you a PDF.
No, that was after you come on. We'd already been talking by then. We'd
Yeah,
already.
because you're just annoying.
You never came in on that very first rung. You came in much before that. You said that afterwards about the party. So I don't know why you're actually making it out like you
Wait,
never
are
did.
you upset about having to speak to distraction or a bad distraction?
Molly, are you coming over? Are you? I wouldn't say bad or good, just a distraction. But Molly, are you coming over on Sunday? Are you? Yeah.
I'll be watching for sure.
You're not going to be coming into it then, no?
Unless you particularly want me there, but I think Irish and Kenzie would be really cool.
Okay. Well, please come in anyway, because I feel like
Oh, do you
part.
want me there?
Yeah, come over
Oh,
by all means. You're welcome to. I'm not going to say.
Well, it depends
oh.
on what the topics are going to be. If they're going to be UK focused, then I may ask Molly to be my debate partner. If they're more universal, then I may ask Kenzie. But you have to tell me what those are by tomorrow.
I know a fair amount of UK stats, but if it's more universal, then Kenzie's probably. I mean, or you could have all three of us if you really want us there.
Well, the
It
more
depends on how many friends JR has.
Well, first of all,
Oh, he's going to 20 plus.
first of all, right, yeah, you're gonna have people coming over with you anyway. Because if you remember, when you come over to Polly's, you did bring some people over there with you, didn't you?
I don't know about that. I don't really have
I
a following.
don't think you did, or if you did, you only had like one.
No, you had more than that,
Yeah.
Molly. You wasn't even there, was you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was. I was watching the live.
Okay, well, he had more
And
than
then I
one.
spoke to you because I was up there with Polly.
I didn't say what I'm saying to you is right. Yeah, he brought people over there with him. I don't know the exact number, but he definitely brought people over there with him. Because even the
Oh,
viewers
you
went,
mean people watching the live?
yeah, people just come over there.
Oh, well,
Yeah, what's the relevance of that?
People come over there with you, but you also had some people in the box. What was his name? He's does it begin with an E or something? He comes up here quite a lot with you.
Ernesto.
Yes.
How do you know he comes up here quite often? No, he doesn't.
Because on the times that I've been here, he speaks to you, and he was also I tell you
Because you're
where,
always in here watching.
not at all Irish, far from. And I've seen him.
God.
And you know
It's
what,
because
Irish?
you're always because
I've seen him
Ernesto's
on other
not
lives.
usually on
I've
my
seen him-
panel.
Irish, I've seen him on other lives as well, other people's lives talking.
Oh my
Once
God,
when
you're
he-
following him on other people's lives as well. This is
No,
crazy.
popped up. He's popped up on other people. That's it. In Esther,
How have you not popped up on any of my lives?
Because I'm not stalking you, Irish. Because I'm
yes, you are, my love.
Wait,
you
you're
are.
not stalking. I want to be clear. You're not stalking me yet. You
never
have
will
joined my
stalk
panel
you.
once a week and been in the comments multiple times a week. You are
No.
watching my lives and you're watching Ernesto's lives. Yet I've never found you in another live, even though you go live every day, which is more often than I do.
I go
But
on
I'm stalking you.
No, Irish. When I say go live, I go and participate in people's lives.
Correct.
I don't go live. You keep saying I'm
There's
going
no
live.
relevance.
You're going live. You're live now. I'm on your
There's no
live.
relevant difference. Whether you're a host or a guest, you're still live.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, okay, when someone's
I'm mostly a guest.
you're mainly a guest. Oh yeah, well I wouldn't know that. Okay, but what I'm saying
Yeah,
to
I'm
you,
mostly a guest.
okay, well fair enough. Then I'll take your word on it.
Yeah, what are the topics? We all want to know. Come on.
The topics will be. Why do you want to know so much, Molly? Why?
Because if you want me over there because I'm such a distraction, then, we need to know the topics because if
Well,
Kenzie
I will
needs to look
be-
at UK things, then she needs to know.
Irish will be getting message tomorrow with the topics as
No,
I'm.
say now. What? Why can't you say now?
I politely decline your offer.
I don't care.
And-
Why not?
I
Give a
politely.
And an
reason.
account name, correct?
Okay, I politely decline.
He
Just
wants to limit
why?
the amount of time I have to prep, is what he's trying to do.
No, not at all.
Prep is what he's trying to do.
No, not at all, Irish. Not at all.
He still hasn't come up with them.
Okay, well there you go. You can say whatever
No,
you
no,
want.
no. He's definitely come up with them.
You can
Do you
definitely.
think he's just too scared to say it?
Yeah,
can
he
say
wants to
whatever you
limit preparation time.
Is that what you're saying, Irish? Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
He's trying to be like,
Yeah,
what
what
can I
else would
do
it
to
be?
get some advantage here?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, watch JR
Otherwise,
have,
what
like,
would it be? He
ChatGPT
spent
up
1
in the
month.
background.
He spent 1 month creating this account specifically to debate me. He's come in here giving us multiple updates, but he hasn't had time to figure out what topics he wants to debate? That's nonsense. Of course he knows what they are.
Go on then, JR, say, or at least give a valid reason.
My reason is I am ready to reveal the debates, of the topic, should I say, of the debate tomorrow. That's when I'm
That
ready.
You
is
do
not a
know them,
reason.
correct? JR, you do know your debates, right?
Of
Debate
course I do.
topics, right?
Of course I do.
Okay.
One of them,
Irish,
So what is your
easy
reason
one.
for withholding?
one of them was actually screenshotted off your.
JR,
You've
what
said
is
that
your
10
reason for
times.
withholding?
My reason is because I do not wish to discuss them with anyone,
Three topics, Kenzie.
until tomorrow, okay?
Why?
Because that's just the way it is, Irish.
WH.
Doesn't that seem like a bit of a control freak?
Not at all. Why would it be?
Do you have a logical reason for waiting an extra day?
I just feel it's more appropriate that you said yourself 2 days is normally when you know the actual topics, 2 days.
Okay, why would you not give me tree?
No, because 2 days is what you just said, so I'll go with your time frame. We'll just kick it
No,
to
no,
that.
no, no. Hang on. Oh, hang on.
Which
Nope,
actually,
nope. Because the difference here is that 2 days is to let people know, but we're also talking about picking debate partners.
Yeah, you can still pick your debate partner. It's not a problem, and you'll know tomorrow.
Okay,
Won't you?
why won't you share it now? You're still not explaining why.
Irish, it doesn't matter. I will forever hold my peace.
JR,
So it is to give yourself
answer the
a
question.
advantage. That's weird.
Oh, why is it an advantage when one of them was off your green screen where you have already
Because the
discussed
other
it?
two are not, correct?
Why? But why? Listen, we might be
Because
on
the
that
other
one.
two are not, correct?
Listen to me, Irish. Listen
So
to me
that
very
means that
carefully.
you've had an entire month to not only research those debate topics, but to watch how other people debate them.
No, Irish. No, not at all. But
JR, answer the question.
no, Molly, I will not answer the question.
It's not that hard. Just answer it.
Said, and I've already stuck to my guns on what I've previously said. Okay.
Oh, I
And-
agree.
But
It
it's
would be
not a
more
valid
fair.
reason.
Yeah, it would be more fair if the people in the comments on the day got to choose the debate. I agree with that.
Yeah,
Good
I
idea,
can get
Kayla.
behind that actually.
Irish. Well, to be honest with you,
People in the comments on the day.
what I'll do then, this is what we'll do. Okay. I'll pick one that I've already picked anyway off your green screen, which I already. Yeah. I will also pick another one that I want to talk about, and then the third one, we'll let the actual people in the comments pick that one. I'm all for that then if you want. I'll take one of mine off, and then we'll put one of them in off the people of the comments.
Great. So one is going to be from my background.
Yes.
One of them is going to be one you chose.
Yes.
And then the third is going to be one we choose from the comments.
Yeah, okay, but yeah. But they'll be from your own people.
I just
anyway.
realized Gwen may have requested accidentally.
They'll be probably from your people anyway, so technically you'll probably get two. So it'll work in your favour anyway. Don't forget, Irish, what you have to remember is these topics, you've already discussed it at length. You've pretty much, like a Crown Court trial, so to speak, you've already ran it 1 or 2, maybe 3 times. So you are well versed in it. So the advantage clearly lies with you. I am just going to challenge it. That's all. Challenge it on a back
Yeah, but
end.
then why can't you tell us the topics? If you're saying like, oh, already has the advantage, then you may as well just say.
Yeah, he already has the advantage, and it'll be revealed tomorrow. Not a problem.
Oh, JR, there's nothing that's going to change between now and tomorrow.
He has no disadvantage on it. He actually clearly has the advantage, so he can wait until tomorrow.
JR, actually, in Australia, it's tomorrow.
It doesn't matter.
JR, I don't want the advantage. I don't need the advantage. Like, JR, I don't mean to be rude, but like you could bring up an obscure topic like whether or not Liverpool is better than Manchester, and I would still likely beat you in the debate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you might, maybe you won't, but that won't be one of the debates on the table. So, but what I'm saying, Irish, is after this debate, maybe at some point after I've had debates with other people, maybe you could come back on and maybe have more debates as well.
JR, what you're also saying is you want like little weekly debates. Weren't you saying you were going to have like 1 day a week where you're going to have Irish on this account, and you were going to have like little debates on things? It's going to be like a little show.
We could maybe go live and have debates once a week or once a fortnight.
JR, just admit that you're obsessed with him. Like, just admit it.
You're the one that's saying it, Molly.
JR, just admit that I bested you, and as a result of that, you feel the need to best me back.
Not really, Irish, but I did enjoy it. I won't lie to you. I enjoyed it, even if at some parts of it, right? Yeah, it sounded like I got grilled. I still found it amusing. I did.
Are you sure you enjoyed it? Because if I remember correctly, you weren't breathing. You were shouting at everyone. You lost and fell out with friends. Like,
No.
I don't know, it might be me, but it did seem like it maybe wasn't an enjoyable experience for you.
I
It did
actually
not
did.
look enjoyable.
I did enjoy that debate, to be
Did
honest
you
with you.
enjoy making Polly upset?
I didn't make Polly upset. If she
You
wants to feel,
did. She said it.
if she wants to feel upset, that's on her.
It
I
does.
didn't make her feel upset, Irish.
Yeah,
Okay, so
because you swore at her, you swore at me today, and you wonder why people are upset with you.
I never swore. I said the word fuck as I said the word to
J-
you. That's what I said. The
JR,
word.
I have a question for you.
Go on.
You have to concede that you are building your own platform and that since it's your platform, you will have the advantage. You can't claim that I have the advantage because some people who follow me may join me as well. It's your platform. You had time to build it. You had a full month, okay?
Yeah, but
How
Irish.
about this? How about we ask the comments who wins the debate? And let me be clear as well. I don't debate things I don't believe in. So let me be super clear. If you put forward a proposition and you say, Irish, you're debating this side and I'm debating this side, that's not how I debate. I only debate things I really believe in. So let me be super clear that if you put up a prompt that I don't agree with, I'm not debating that side of it. The second thing I was going to say was, how about we do this? If I end up winning, I want you to change your bio for the rest of this year to say three words. Up the raw.
What?
Up the raw.
Up the raw. You want me to say up the raw?
Up the, and then it's R-A,
And what does that
which
even mean?
I think you'll find out pretty quickly. In fact, I
Yeah.
want you to say, I'm an Englishman in England and I support up the raw.
Well, first of all,
Oh, I'd pay to see that.
I'm not an Englishman in England, so that's the first one for you, okay? So
What
there
are
you
you, Welsh?
Nope.
Does he sound Welsh Irish?
No, he doesn't sound Scottish to me.
I'll watch him actually be Irish.
He
Can you
sounds like a
imagine?
Scouser. Where are you from then?
I'm not saying where I'm from no more, Irish. It doesn't matter.
What?
I'm from,
No,
You're
say it. If
from
you're not an
England.
Englishman, then what are you?
You're
from the
definitely
UK.
English.
Well, there you go. Okay, I'm English and Irish. You say it, innit? I'm English.
You're not from Northern Ireland. You're not from Scotland. You're not from Wales.
How do you know I'm not? How do you know I'm
You
where?
don't have any
You know
accent
I'm
from there
not.
whatsoever.
Irish, everything's on your perspective. If it actually appears to be something, then it is. That's how you
Yeah,
roll.
tell us. I want to know.
So you're saying you were born in one of those countries and raised to some degree,
I
but
am
that you
from.
spent most of your
All I'm
adult
saying,
life
Irish, is
elsewhere.
I am from the UK, my friend. I'm from the UK. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm from the UK.
JR, tell me.
I am from the UK.
No, but you purposely said that you're not an Englishman. So I feel like you were basically just asking.
Correct?
Well, I speak English. Yeah, English is my first language. Of course it
Well, he
is.
has like a Scouse accent.
You think
Yeah,
so?
Scouse accent. I agree. Yeah.
Sweet. Go on then, sweet.
Because,
Well,
like,
listen,
All
for
right.
example,
Listen.
my accent is
Oh,
very different to
Irish,
JR's.
Irish. Let's wrap this
yes.
up now because we're going off track here. Okay, so listen to the situation, right?
Mine is
This is
far better.
this is all I wanted to come
Hard
on here
agree.
for. This is all I wanted to come on here for, and I only want to be on here for 5 minutes, if that. I think I've been on here now for about maybe 2 or 3 hours. I don't even know.
JR,
What?
do you think my accent is better than yours?
I think it's more pronounced than mine. Pronounced, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but it's better, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, like, it's technically better for you because obviously you're a female and it works for you, doesn't it? But for me, if I was to have that voice,
What do you mean it works for me because I'm female?
well, exactly what I've just said. Exactly what
What?
it
What
is.
does
You're a female and that voice works better for you, does it not? Are you not
works
female?
better in what way?
And does your voice not come off quite pronounced? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, but why did you say it works better for me because
I
I'm a
don't think you
female?
sound Cockney. I don't think you sound Cockney, though.
Well, no, I'm not Cockney. Why would
You
I be Cockney?
You sound to me like you're from Cheshire or somewhere.
No, I'm London/Surrey.
Right, sorry, on the suburbs, on the outskirts, okay.
Well,
Sort
When you
of,
say
yes.
it works better for her, are you saying that your accent works better for men?
I'm saying her accent works better for her. She said her
because
voice,
you said it works better for you because you're a female.
yeah, because your accent does work better for you. The way you pronounce your words and the way you say your words works better for you, does it not? Because
Well, but you said because I'm a
what was your
female.
question to me? What was your question to me?
Why does
Is
her sex have anything to do with it, JR?
because it works better for her. Because she asked me the question about does her
You
voice
said
sound
because she's a female. Why does it
Yeah,
work
that's
better
what
for
I'm getting at
females?
here.
Yeah, it's just a weird
because
thing to say.
not really, because her voice does sound better for her, does it? Does it not? And
No,
her
but it's
You
not
said
that. It's
because she's a
because she's a
female.
female.
and obviously she has a pronounced female voice, so that would indicate it sounds better for her because she's a female. Does it not?
Huh?
Diagon Alley. Sorry, I saw a comment about it.
Well, there you
My
go. It's just
head is.
not
My
stating
head's
the
hurting.
obvious, Irish. It's just stating the
No,
obvious.
but JR, why did you have to say my sex? Like, what? Why was that needed? Why did you associate my sex? Like, why did you bring it into the equation? Like, there was no point.
Because you are, and because it sounds like you are, and the way you pronounce your words, it just sounds like to be very pronounced in a feminine way, and
Yeah,
that's why.
but why? You said it works for me
Just answered
because
the
I'm a female.
Anyway, we're going to wrap this up here, okay?
No,
So
no,
let
no, no, no. Don't run away. Don't run away. JR.
no,
Answer the
no,
question.
I
Don't
have
run
to
away.
hear.
Don't
I
run
have
away.
to, Molly. Can you
I'm
go
just gonna
with
keep
me,
saying your
Molly?
name until you shush. JR, shut up, please.
Go on,
Shush, shush,
Molly.
shush.
Go on.
Answer my question. Why did you say because I am female? That's why my accent worked for me.
Because the way you speak, right, yeah, is pronounced, and the words that you say are well put together, yeah, and they suit you because the way you speak falls with you being a female.
Would you not like your words to be well put together?
Well, I think I do okay. I think my words could be better, but I think I do
I
okay.
know,
I
but I
think
think you're suggesting that her words are better put together, correct?
I mean, I'll take
for
it.
her, for her. I mean, what was the initial question, Irish? We've gone down such a
No,
rabbit hole.
JR, stop dodging. Answer the question.
Molly, can you answer?
JR,
Molly,
JR,
Molly.
JR,
No, no, no,
JR,
no, no,
JR,
no.
JR.
Oh my God.
Shush.
Molly, what
Answer the
was your...
question.
No, I was quiet a minute
JR,
ago. No,
JR, I'm
no,
going
I
to
was
keep
quiet
saying
a
your
minute
name until
ago.
you stop talking
What
over
was your
me.
first
JR,
question?
JR, stop talking over me.
What was your
Answer
first
the
question?
question. Why
I've
did
already
you
answered it.
say
I've
be
answered it. No,
JR,
no,
JR, oh
I've
my
answered
God.
it. There you go. I've answered the
JR,
question 3 times.
stop.
I've answered your question 3 times.
No, you haven't.
If you're
My
choosing not to
question was,
listen,
why did
I'll
you
give you
say
3 different
because
variations of the
you're a female?
question.
Oh my God. Shush.
What's so bad about that? What's so bad about that? What's so bad about it?
Shush, please.
Have you found it offensive?
Please.
Have you found it offensive?
Shush. You said it works for you because you're a female. My question is, why did you say because
Because
you're a female? My question is, why did you say
because
because
you.
you're a female?
I've already answered it because
No,
you
you
said.
haven't. If you
Oh my
answered it, I
God!
would have been like, okay, fair. But you're
I've got
not.
the
You just
answer
keep
you want.
dodging, and then you're like, Irish, what did you ask me again? Because
Molly,
JR, no, you
Molly,
haven't.
Molly,
JR, no, you
Molly,
haven't. You
Molly,
keep
listen to me
dodging
right
and
now.
running away. Answer my
Going away.
question.
Listen to me. I've got things to do. It's now. What time is it here
Oh,
now?
JR, come
It's
on,
about
be for real.
8:30.
You don't have things
Right.
to do.
How long have
Your
you been
things
here
to
for now?
do, the things on your agenda are to obsess over Irish and watch his lives. So you participating in one of them is kind of still on your agenda. So I wouldn't worry too much. Now, can you please answer my question? Why did you say the accent works for me because I'm a female? Why have you associated my accent with femininity? Why?
Right. I've already answered it.
No, you haven't. Answer it.
Okay, I've already answered it, right? So I'm not going to go any further into it because I've been here now discussing this situation with you for about 10 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah?
because you won't answer the question and you
What
keep
was your
dodging.
right? What was your initial question then? Repeat your initial
Oh
question.
my God, I've said it
What was
5 times. Okay, my
what was your
question was, why did you go? Your accent works for you because you're a female.
Oh no, that's not
Why
what I
did you
said.
add the because you're female?
That's not what
Why
you
do you
said.
associate my
No,
accent
no,
with
no.
that?
I want about the accent better than mine. That question. That's how it started.
No,
You
yeah,
said
but why did you say because you're a female?
Right, ask the first part of the question what you said to me, please. The question what you said to me, please. And I'm saying the word please. What did you first say to me that led me to say what I said? What was the first question that
Oh
you said?
yeah, I said, do you think my accent is better than yours?
The question what you said to me, please.
Do you think my accent is better than yours?
It works better for you. It's better, yeah.
No, but you said because you're a female. So why are you associating sex with an accent? Like why? There's no need.
JR, do you think that she is a bit of a posh accent?
I think her words are pronounced, and I think she does speak well. Yeah, of course she does. I'm not saying I've not slated her.
No, answer the question. Do you think my accent is posh?
I think your accent is well spoken.
Okay,
I think
JR, am I right? Am I right in saying the reason you said you're not English is because you're Scouse?
Irish. I'm not answering that question, mate.
Oh,
Okay.
he defo did.
I am
Defo did.
okay. You're saying that, not me. You're saying that Irish, not me. Okay, lad, yeah?
I think
Do you
I'll
think
confirm.
Scouse is like its own little country? I bet you.
You're
Yeah, it's
saying
not.
Oh, of course it's not, but JR probably thinks that.
Well, if I was to think that, I'm not going to specify whether I do or not, then I wouldn't be the only person to say it either. But I'm not saying that. I'm not even saying
But you'd be wrong. You'd still be part of England.
and I'm not even saying I am. And I'm not even saying I'm Scouse. You are. I'm not. But anyway, Irish, listen to me, right? Yeah.
No, no, no,
Can
no,
I ask you
no,
a
no, no,
question?
no,
Is
no,
Liverpool
no,
an
no.
autonomous? Is Liverpool an autonomous city or region?
You would have to ask the people from there, Irish. Okay, that's your clue. There's your clue.
You don't. You're from the UK, right?
I am from the UK. Yeah.
You don't know if Liverpool is autonomous or not?
Liverpool, right? Yeah, is its own city. Liverpool, right, is classed as its own city by a lot of people from in that city.
Yeah.
They
Is
see
it
them.
autonomous?
They see
Is it
themselves
autonomous or
as their
not?
own. They see themselves as their own people, and that's all I will say on that. Okay, Irish. Yeah, you can do a bit more research
But
if
you
you
would
want,
agree that those people would
or
be
ask,
crazy, right?
or ask them directly. I'm sure you'll come
Do
across
people
some.
do people in Liverpool use English pounds?
No more comments. No more comment. Anyway, Irish, listen, right, we're going to wrap this up now. Okay?
No,
Yeah.
no. JR, why is it that every time
Right,
you don't know an
listen.
answer to a
Why
question, you're
can't
like, oh
I?
my God, I have
Why
to go.
can't
Oh
I
my God,
go?
oh my God, I've got things to do.
Right, listen to me, Irish. I swear to God, right, yeah, this is the truth. I promise you now. I only like vision me come up here for not even more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, because JR, you said that I called you a PDF and you said that you swore at me. You called me a twisted fuck. You
What you
You
were
did.
saying sounded twisted.
you
Yeah,
did.
I did. Yeah,
Did you or did you not say that
you
verbatim?
say that. I'm not denying I said that because
Yeah, you said that. You swore at me. You said that I called you a PDF when I didn't, and
well,
everyone in
I
this
didn't
live,
swear.
including Irish, can
I did.
back me
Listen,
up on
I've not
that.
been aggressive. I've not been
You
aggressive to you.
called her a fuck.
I
You
said
have
sick.
been aggressive, bro.
Yeah, sick to it. No, I've not been aggressive whatsoever. No, I
You
haven't. No.
have. Do you not say that,
Would you ever
swearing
say
at
that to your
someone?
mother?
I was half
Would you ever
laughing
say
when I
that to
said
your mother?
depends on the situation, really, wouldn't it? It depends if you're
And
arguing.
how would you feel if I went to your mother and called her a sick fuck to her face?
There you go, Irish. You haven't, have you? You never will. So there you
Why?
go.
Why wouldn't
Oh,
you?
JR, do you have a crush on me?
What's that, my mate?
JR, do you have a crush on me?
What's that again? Sorry.
Do you have a crush on me?
Oh, do I have? So no. I thought you said I have a crush on Irish. I thought you said my crush was on Irish.
Oh,
So,
it's
Wow,
probably on
that's
Irish as well, to
telling.
be fair.
oh, so I have a crush on you now as well, Molly. Yeah.
Oh, well, seems like that way, but
Maybe. Well, maybe. Well, Molly, maybe I do then. Maybe I actually have a crush on you. I never even realised it until now.
you call all of your crushes twisted fucks?
Not every single one of them, no. But I'm sure I've said it before.
Oh. Well, Irish, don't know if you have any comments on that.
No, I'm a little weirded out, to be honest with you.
Well,
But
I would
Irish. I've
love to
actually
speak
called
to his
Irish.
past
I've called
girlfriend. I would
Irish.
love to.
I've called Irish a sick twisted FUCK before, and I've called it him twice.
Yeah,
you also
but
called me the devil.
Yeah, and well, yeah, of course I have, because you are the devil, Irish.
yeah, and then you
Wow.
called him manipulative, and then said how much you adore him and look up to him, and how much
I
you
never said
are
I adore him.
basically obsessed with
No, I
him.
never say I adore him, not at all.
Oh, you very
I said-
imply it. You
I just
very
think it's
much
weird
imply
that
it.
you seem to regale negative behaviors such as manipulation and people who remind you of the devil. That you think that those people are people to be envied and or celebrated.
No, not at all. No, I recognise the characteristics that they can use on other people. I never said I carried it as a skill or something, an attribute that I admire. What I said was you have to be knowledgeable of them attributes of a person. So when a person is convincing, which you are, persuasive, manipulative, deceptive, yeah, you have
Don't
to.
forget the devil. Don't forget the devil.
Sorry, I do apologise. And the devil.
Don't forget the devil.
Listen, the Antichrist incarnate, which you clearly
Oh,
are, the Antichrist incarnate, you have to make sure that you are aware of them attributes. Because if you
Okay,
do not,
one question before I let you go. What have
I
I
will go
been
where I want to
deceptive
go.
about?
I
What have
will
I
go
lied
where I
about?
want to go. Irish, there are many times on yours, and I don't have to go into any
Name
detail.
one.
No, Irish, I'm not naming
it's
none.
because he
Go on.
has none. JR, name
Okay,
one.
fair enough then. I don't have none. I don't have none. There you go. Yourself.
JR.
Okay. Right. Listen, Irish, we're going to wrap this up, okay? So
No.
Yes,
Stop.
we are.
Stop running every single
Sorry.
time someone asks
I'm
you a
not running.
question that you
I
cannot
have been on
answer.
All right.
Oh my
On that
God.
note,
How long have I been on
I'm
here
going
for?
to end the live. I'm going to wait for JR to notify me tomorrow as to debate topics.
Yes.
Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. GMT.
Ugh.
It'll be the clash of the Titans, JR and I. And
I
we'll see who
cannot
else will
wait.
join
Before
as
you go,
well.
Irish, before you go, how long have I been on here for now? How long has your life been running for now? Please tell me.
Too long, JR. Goodbye. All right. On that note, Molly, appreciate you joining as always. Always, I'll definitely go live in like an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Oh yeah,
Just need to deal with
please.
some stuff. All right.
Okay.
Talk to y'all later then.
Sorry I
Bye
completely
bye.
took over your live.
No, it was fun. It was entertaining.
I just completely went off on him. Sorry.
Well,